maxis and taxis coming on the bus route and wherever. Say yeah. Cause I know I'll be listening. Right? So morning to all of y'all, and be safe for all the people going to work, all the people coming from work. Go man get a rest. So you can come out and jam tonight. Well, I shouldn't say jam, but you know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
To come out and rest your body and come out fresh for the night's work. Cause some of y'all doing night work, and some people just love night work in terms of how it flows. With their circadian rhythm, they just love night work. Night work does just work for them. You can't really get them to go and work day shift. They can't function during a day shift because their body's so adjusted to night activities that it's very difficult to try to step back into the 9 to 5 and the 8 to 4s and whatever. It's very difficult. So everybody doing their thing. Good morning to you, all of y'all. I must start by saying, of course, to the Ground Report team, Nigel Snipes, the original Andy Williams, and the big jacket man, Mr. Lennox Smith, the big wood man. You know what I mean? Yeah, good soul, yeah, good soul, yeah. Always, he's know when to talk, I like him, Yeah. He's know when to talk. He don't talk regularly, but he's a real scholar. Don't get tapped with the original Lennox Smith. He's a teacher by trade. He is qualified in a lot of different areas. Criminology is one of the areas that he's qualified in. He has his masters and so on, and he teaches a lot of people. He has taught a lot of people over the years, and he was responsible for MILO. If you only remember, the program in MOFA in the center up by Marcy there. Yeah, he was one of the guys that was instrumental in training a lot of youths into different vocational and theoretical programs and so on. So don't watch him slide. Don't watch him slide or take him for granted at all, because he's a real asset to anywhere. And when he buys Pago, see his back, he shot at going bad. Going bad. That's right after Lucky Jordan in Port of Spain.
He's human. He's very.
Yeah, he's very, very, very. How the boy?
He's animated somewhat.
Yeah.
He's animated somewhat.
When he drinking and having a good time, he out to play.
Yeah.
When he working. You know, kind of. So big up to Lennox Smith, of course, this morning.
And good morning to everybody on the Facebook and the YouTube. Make sure like, subscribe, follow.
Right, and this show is off the record, of course, and it is brought to you by myself and Stephan Reese. But this week we have able-bodied Obi at the side of us, and we have the veteran, the original Nigel Snipes on the board today. Right, so we are doing our thing. But this morning I have to bring some sad news.
You said to me, early in the week, okay, Stephan is going. I'm gonna need you to come work those shifts, and I said no, I'm not coming.
You end up right back here. Back here. You know what I mean? Because Nigel and I have a nice synergy, and he's more serious than me, but he'd have the level of interaction that we would be looking for. But that nevertheless, I want to start with some bad news this morning. Now, I never spoke to the guy. Never spoke to the guy. But I have this thing in me these days that dealing with the average Joe. Again, to deal with the average Joe in a program that I'm in, Don Diego Martin. And I'm seeing on Facebook and Twitter and what's call it, Instagram and wherever, dealing with the average Joe. It is get caught up sometimes. People just get caught up, People just get caught up in their life and don't. When people come by your window and want to wash your window, or they come to ask you for $5 or $10, you just take them people for nothing, boy.
Sometimes you take them as an interruption.
Yes, and
regular.
And sometimes we have to stop. We have to stop and watch and pay attention to those things. Life is not about you and you alone, And people just talk about the independent, and I can buy what I want, and you have to be interdependent in this life.
We were taught that from since small via Sesame
Yeah, well, you
Street.
have to get that out of your head.
A person is a person in the neighborhood.
That rubbish in your head, according to the late Morgan Job. Yeah, that filth in your head, you have to get that out of your head. Yeah. And so this guy, he works across the road. Well, I don't know if he works, but I assume he works with Pi and whatever. So Pi is one of the oldest bars on Marval Road for about 35 years. I go in there.
And anyone who has frequent
Marval Road must know where Pi. Must
Yeah.
know Pi. And Pi has a worker who does pick up bottles and straighten out the bar and the stock room and that kind of stuff right across the road, right? And he's always, how to put it, we used to be there. We are all veterans, so we just sit down and line there and whatever over the years. And there's always this guy who is always moving around. He always moving and doing something.
Yeah.
Either picking up empty beer bottles on a table.
Or the
When you
caps or
looking,
wiping the
when you
cap.
telling yourself, he not, how to put it, boy? He not adding any contribution. He's be silently going around and picking up beers off the table. And sometimes when you catch yourself and you look wrong, you're like,
beer bottle
but wait
gone."
now, a beer bottle gone.
Yeah.
You know, kind of, and it's the
You
old,
even interrupt you while doing it.
yeah. You know, and he always in between. Anytime you're going in the bar, coming out of the bar, he always in between. Yeah, just sit down by I think watching a TV or by another.
reading.
Yeah. Just
Or reading.
So he's technically like a NPC in a movie where he's in the shot, doing stuff in the shot, but he's not the main focus of the shot.
lovely.
Yeah.
You got it correct. And we just take it for granted. A lot of instances, he's just a bottle take upper. You know, that kind of way. The guy will just come out take up the bottles.
Yeah.
Right, so we have him down, you know, and he's always dressed real weird. Sometimes he's put on button ups. He button it right up and he put on a tie. And he had that on that's the outfit for the day, but
And
always
you
in
find-
black.
And you find it weird that a guy in a shirt and a tie picking up bottle. That,
Yeah,
that is the only
well,
thing
not
might
that shirt
stand out.
in a jersey, but he
With
just
a tie.
buttoned it right up and he's put on the tie. And he always in black.
Yeah.
Always in black.
He's actually a scholar, you know, and I hope
Eh?
probably sometime today, during the show, I will run away to get Pi's number so that he can give us a little bit of information, because we tend to leave out the average Joe.
Well,
and I
well,
Yes,
this is
yes,
What, this is what I was
and
now
they have
thinking.
some amazing stories
Because
behind
guess what? The amount of people who might have interacted with that individual in that bar over the years, if you were to genuinely ask them, what is his name? I bet you majority of them don't know.
Well,
Well,
he
Peter,
doesn't
he's
talk much, you know.
he doesn't. You don't talk to him at
As
all.
a matter of fact, he don't talk at all.
I never hear him talk.
If he doesn't know you, he wouldn't say anything to you.
Yeah. But he doing his duty every day.
Yeah, but you see, if it's something that is in your space every day or like every week, you might just inquire because he's something you see every day. But like X is saying, we tend to ignore these things, his contribution so much that even though you see him every day for probably 360 for the year, you never choose to ask him his name or anything because
Well,
Like I
he's
said,
a kind of
he's a
guy like
NPC.
that. He's a kind
Yeah,
of
he's
quiet
a
guy like
NPC.
that. He just moving around in the picture, but he's
Yeah.
not in the picture. You know what
Exactly.
I'm saying? So he ended up in our bacchanal yesterday, where I understand,
Yeah.
right? I stand to be corrected, that they tried to rob Massey yesterday because he lives down on the Massey compound down on French Street,
Yeah.
right? But he lives at the back of the compound, kind of thing, which is an access to Massey.
Yeah.
So like these youths come around, they're trying to get access to Massey, they get inside and they realize he living there. They tie him up and like in the process of going through Massey or whatever they was doing, he ended up getting shot. And he was killed.
So you already tie him up, you're still killing.
Yeah boy. That is what hurt me. They see that part? That's the part that hurted me. You know what I mean? You already tie him up, but then no witnesses
Witness,
too.
yeah.
Men don't want to witness. You know what I mean?
Camera systems all over that place.
Yeah, boy,
And what I'm
and that's
saying
what
is-
and
and
that's
what I'm saying
watching
is,
that's
if they're
watching
going-
Peter alone. You know Peter can't
Harmless,
do anything.
yeah.
Come
yeah, but
on,
not
man.
only that, if you go in and rob a place like Massini night, I would believe that you're wearing
No,
mask.
understand it's the morning it happened, I think. The morning or
Friday morning.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, but I would still believe
They
you're
also
wearing mask though.
Security on location. I don't know if
Boy, I don't know, but just know people that the old Peter, for those who were close to him or those who know him or those who interacted with him when the day come. He's no longer on. He transitioned last night, and it is very unfortunate, that we would want to take a life like that. These youths, I don't know. This place is getting
I
real
just feel
kind
them think
of.
there's be initiation, because like you all say, I don't see no reason to shoot the individual after you subdue him.
Well, you're not a criminal, so.
You're not a criminal mind, so you wouldn't understand that level of disrespect.
Trying to do what you want to do and protect yourself, even if it's the wrong thing.
Yep,
That is
unfortunately. So to those who know Peter, big respect to him. I tell you, I never talked to him in the years that I know him.
Mm-hmm.
But I always know him doing his thing when the day come. You know what I mean? So you'll be sorely missed. And maybe if you get pie number, I think I have pie number,
Probably we
you
will
could
call him
yeah,
off the
call
line
him,
and
yeah.
ask him if he's willing to speak with us.
Yeah, because it might
on
be
air.
bothering him too.
Yeah, because Pete he had his way, and some people find he obnoxious. Some people find he too pushy. Some people find, they just don't like him. Them kind of, people real weird,
You don't like him for just existing.
But just existing, but he don't talk to nobody. So what you don't like him for?
Well, a lot of time when humans act, they scrutinize somebody and they say, okay, I don't think you're on my level, then they treat you a particular way.
Yeah, boy.
Not knowing, and this is something because it has happened to me. Not knowing that in some cases the person who you're treating that way is 110 times more intelligent than you, but they just choose because, like you all said, he's a brilliant guy. From what you were saying, the guy was brilliant. It's just people didn't know.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't want to know either. So make it even worse. So unfortunately, he got caught
As far
up
as
in the
he was
million.
concerned, he was just the guy, but just pick up my beer bottle and go away now, way.
Well, it wasn't like that for me, but it would be that for other people.
For other people.
But it wasn't like that for me. I just glad he would. Cause funny enough, this guy, I don't want to love my business, but I was going to eat and after the show, right? And every day I buy a food by the people at the back there, and then come up in front and then buy ginseng, lemon lime, or a ginseng cola, right? And a water. So I would put two of them on the table and then have my lunch and whatever the case may be. When I done eating, I would drink the sweet thing first now.
And then
right?
wash on water.
And then what is this?
Probably Lennox.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Lennox does those things.
Yeah. So I would eat the food and I would drink the ginseng cola every day. And this here, right? And then I would drink the water and then I would pack everything that I'd eaten and drinking into one bag.
Yeah.
Well, into the box, and then one bag, I'd slip the water in and whatever. And I would always leave the bottle. Always leave the bottle on the table. I would never pack the bottle inside the bag
The ginseng
and throw it
bottle,
away.
The glass one.
Right? So I would always leave the bottle on the table. And in 2 twos, when I look back,
It gone.
that bottle gone. If I just leave the box there with the water in it, the empty water in it, and the napkin and whatever, and I leave my headphones on the table and I go back down to the toilet. Let's say I go to the toilet and I come back. By the time I come back, that bottle gone. That is how serious he was about it. That was the memories I have of him. You know what I mean? He ain't my greatest friend. I don't know him like that to talk to him and whatever. But he had his role to play. And that's what we're talking about in society right now. Everybody has a role and function. And you have to know what is your role and function.
Yeah.
Because if you line up 100 people and ask them what is your role and function in this life, they don't
Most
know.
people don't know.
They can't tell you, They will tell you all kind of wrong the road thing and not understand what is their role and function in this life,
And everybody's supposed to have one, eh? And we cannot function as a society without everybody playing the role and function. We take for granted the little things people do, because let me be honest, if he never used to move nobody bottle off at the table, all the tables would just be full up with bottles. he plays a role. The same way how if we take for granted.
And I
the
never
average
ask
man.
oral or I never ask
Your son, madam,
pie.
the rabbit all day, boy.
I never don't ask pie or oral or anybody who has been there or your girl
Hawaii.
right, Hawaii. I never ask them what's his role and function, you know. Never ask them what's their when I say what's his role and function, you know. But I know he just pick up the bottles. So I just leave the bottle there and just funny enough, you know, just by instinct I would leave the bottle there. Not by
On purpose.
not on purpose,
Now you walk.
yeah. You know, I would just leave the bottle there. You know, kind of way. So he had an impact on my life without himself me knowing. Because I see it fit to pick up the bottle, to leave the bottle there, because it is going to be picked up at some point in time during the day because Peter there. You know that kind of way?
You know what affects us is not that Peter is gone, but the way
Yeah.
Yeah.
in which it happened, because we understand if there's a beginning, there has to be an end. But we keep questioning the how.
Yes, guy. Yes, guy.
Keep questioning the how. How someone as harmless as
Yeah,
Peter,
boy.
what could Peter have done in his life to deserve that kind of death?
Yeah, boy.
And that's what would most time traumatize family members and
Yeah.
loved ones and keep you in a state of why.
Yeah.
And you know, the public might be saying, why you going on so long with Peter and whatever, but it's a learning.
They doesn't
for-
understand. Yeah.
It's a learning for all of us.
Yeah.
That while we carrying out our business, it are people playing roles that you don't understand or you can't comprehend, and you dismiss it. And you're telling yourself that is nothing. And when they go now, you come with your crocodile tears.
You know, this bring me back to the last shooting incident
Right.
in Mova at the gas station.
Yes, boy.
Yeah.
When they said one of the
Guys was just an air
Guys.
conditioning technician.
who was pumping his gas
Gas, yeah.
just dropped someone off to church
Right.
and heading back home putting some gas, and he got shot.
Yeah.
And this incident with Peter now, I mean, and we have
It's like they bring
numerous
everything full
incidents,
circles. Yeah.
Yeah.
numerous incidents of people who was going about their business,
Just NPCs.
dealing with their role and function,
Yeah. Just
Precisely.
got
NPCs.
in the crossfire of
And also
Another
too,
agenda.
it brings me back to the shooting, and I don't know why in my life these days I just be seeing things that are just kind of weird, boy. But I bring it to the public because it has happened to people, and people don't even realize that it's happened to them. Imagine 3 youth men with 3 AR-15 in the back of a Lancer on a Sunday morning, going to gun down somebody in front of my pizza boys on Southern Main Road.
There's always touch home when he say it.
I'd be like, that has always played in my mind, boy. You know what you could be thinking at
To get up
9
Sunday
o'clock in the morning, Sunday morning, put 3 AR-15 in a car, and only driving around looking for a car to gun down somebody in front of pizza boys. Think about that for a moment. Think about when a youth head at 9 o'clock on a Sunday morning, when people getting ready to go to church, people getting ready to praise their father and whatever.
coming from the market.
And people come from the market, but you decide that you're gonna pick up 3 AR-15 and go into a vehicle, a Lancer vehicle, and driving around. That is play on my that's play on my mind for some reason, boy.
But
You
you
also
saw the
make a
video?
video of yourself.
Yeah,
Do it.
I'm telling you, them thing and them just worry me,
But
boy.
you
We
see-
just heading down the wrong road, and these days, well, I have on my WhatsApp, I have 2 people that send me everything that happens on a daily basis.
You see yesterday one almost blow off his head with a AR?
No, I didn't see
You
that.
didn't see it?
No, I didn't see that. No,
Send it to you.
I didn't see
Look at
that.
there.
Yeah, is that what going on?
They give him it.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams.
Right.
Even worse,
He almost blew off
right?
his head in the video.
Even worse. that gas station robbery again, that and all is playing my mind too. Because Angostura right next door.
Yeah.
And this is a gas station with live fumes. When you're full in your car with gas, right?
Ignorant they are. They didn't even
When
study
you're
that.
full in a tank with gas, the
Like
fumes,
fumes.
you just see the fumes just
vaporizing.
emanating, right? And that 2 cars full in gas at the same time,
Like real
right?
fumes.
With the car on the same side, right? And you come in shooting, right? Imagine one of them shots and them ricocheting in the wrong direction. It hit
Not
that
even
panel.
ricocheting.
It hit that
The
panel and
sparks from
it come out.
the
Yeah,
sparks from the assault rifle alone.
right.
could
And you in
cause
a
that.
gas station, pumping gas.
Well, I was made to understand it's not that easy for a gas station to explode.
But it's not that easy.
well, yeah,
It's not that
movie
easy
thing.
because
But still,
the
like you say, a
safety
bullet could
precautions,
cause a
the
spark
technology
or something.
that was used, I mean, from inception, they've had numerous gas stations exploding, and they continue over centuries to develop safety precautions.
you have ESDs and that kind of stuff, which is emergency shutdown valves and that kind of stuff for the inside the gas station that would stop the fuel
I never
source.
knew that.
Yeah.
I was always, I'm still afraid of, and they don't really tell people that it's safe because they want you to be very, very precautious.
Yeah, because
yeah.
even years now they'll still say don't have your phone on, don't be talking on your phone and all these
They
different
don't
things.
take any chances. It's not something you can take. It's not perfected, and they still
Treat it
doing
as such.
research, and they're still progressing when it comes to developing safety mechanisms for gas stations.
Yeah, definitely. Well, Unipet has some more features than NP gas stations.
Yeah,
In
they
terms of the shutdown valves and that kind of stuff. Yeah. So good morning again, TNT.
Yeah, good morning, CJ on the chat.
Good morning.
CJ say to tell everybody good morning. The chat say to tell all the good morning.
All right, chat. Hey, talking like I shows me. Yeah, chat. Yeah, well, thanks for your service basically, and we'll be going to the cricket very soon, and we'll be free. Well, we have free to air, which is where you are hearing us now, right? And then there's going to be a switch across to cricket, which will remain free to air, which you could turn on your TV and see cricket going on.
And listen
Turn on the
cricket
radio,
on
in
the
fact, and
radio.
hear cricket going on, and we will be via online platforms. So for anybody outside there and free to air, just know that we will be on online platforms only
Facebook and
Right?
YouTube
For the
only.
duration of the
for the duration
For
of
the
the
duration
cricket.
of the
So
program
that was
and for the
yesterday,
rest of the cricket.
and today that's how it will run. So people don't call and ask no stupid questions, please. But if there's a glitch like yesterday where you had the cricket going on and we were talking in the background and whatever, let us know via any
could course correct
medium
it.
that you want to sort out that, via WhatsApp or our personal WhatsApp or whatever it is. You can get us, and talk to us from that level kind of thing, right? So just be mindful, right? So at 10 o'clock, right? Yeah, we're going to the cricket, right? We wouldn't have our segment of Naughty Corner for a couple days, and that's on purpose.
So I can't share no lips?
That's on purpose. How to get a rhythm. But yesterday, on Facebook, I saw the return of Dominic Hadid to his business place yesterday,
Very emotional.
which was very, very emotional. All the workers was there to at least welcome him and get him back into his routine of being a CEO. And that is real good to see that your workers have a little camaraderie around them. As for the debacle or the debacle right now with the case, I understand it is still going on, and there is still some areas that needs to be looked at.
Let me share this with you, something that you may not have known. When I came out of school,
Right.
Blue Waters was the first place I got a job,
Eh?
And,
Okay.
and
Where it was then?
it was in Piaco.
Oh, okay.
Fabric Land and the startup company shared the same compound. His father was alive in those days. Mr. Hadid was
Okay.
Aziz, I believe his name was alive in those days. Very rough talking guy.
That was
sure.
what? That was where? What's
That
his
was-
name? What's his name? Aziz?
Aziz, yeah.
I wonder if that is
I'm not
Lysel,
sure.
I wonder if like Lysel Motors.
No, he
Because-
would
because-
have been Fabricland.
Because if you know how the Syrian Lebanese population operates, right? They have subsidy. Now each one of the big conglomerates have several subsidiaries, right? Like as much as 150 each. You know that, right?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Right. Well, Ansa Makal have 150 subsidiaries below it. Prestige Holdings have a number of subsidiaries below it. And so it has go right. And it was made like that back in the day with the matriarch. If you ever go into a Syrian home, you would see a wall. There will always be a wall in the house
Yeah.
that has the whole family tree on it in pictures. So they would have up on top, they would have the matriarch and the patriarch at the top, and then coming down who married who.
Yeah.
Who cousin married who brother married this one cousin, and so that's how you get the names Sabga and Hadid and Haddad and all these different pieces, right? That's how so you see a whole wall with everything on it, the whole family tree, all the nieces and nephews and grandchildren and wherever. And when it started with the heads, the big heads.
That was.
Yes,
I know.
the big heads.
You saw it already?
Well, where I went to school, I was friends with. I wouldn't call the name,
Yeah.
and I would be the. From young, I played music, you know that.
Right, yeah.
So I would be the DJ at their private dinners,
Right.
with family and stuff.
Right.
You know, I would go to play music for them, and I saw what he's speaking about, but I didn't know what it was.
You dismiss it
Yeah,
at the time.
It wasn't important
At the time. Yeah. Right. Well, that is the family tree in terms of the patriarch, the man who started it all, or the woman who, well, most of the time is the man. The man, the matriarch would start it and would come down. Okay, for instance, this guy who owns Lysel Motors. They have a father who is the matriarch of the thing.
Yeah.
And he would have 4 branches under him, right? He would have Lifestyle Motors, Detour, and 2 others, right? He had 4 sons.
And then each son
And
run
the
one.
the sons are considered like the heir apparent to anything that they have, kind of thing. It will go down to the sons, not the daughters. The daughters and them would get somebody to marry them from another wealthy family, and there's marry in between. So cousin does marry cousin and wherever. That's how it is go, right? Bottom line. But the sons would run one son running Detour, one son running we call it Lysel Motors,
Yeah.
another son running
and so
another,
on and
right,
so on.
right. So you have the 4 sons running the branches, and the father would hit every store at the same time. Well, at the same time every day.
Yeah, during the course of the day.
Right? So if it's 5 o'clock, he gets up, he gets out the house at 5 and visits the 4 locations before he reaches to his location, which is where he sits as the head. So he's sitting down as the head, but he's not running the companies, and he have 4. This is real strange, eh? This is real strange.
It's culture.
But it's culture.
Yeah.
Right? So he would sit down in the main office. Let's say the office is in Twin City, right? And he would have 4 secretaries in front of him. He have a big office. Sit down on a chair, nice plush chair, where up to the top time chair kind of thing. And he have 4 secretaries in front of him with a glass partition in front of him, so he could see the 4 secretaries. And the 4 secretaries dealing with the 4 companies. So when he reaches up to the main office, and he summons the secretaries, the secretaries go, they compile the data for the day of that day before, and gives him it on his desk.
And
so he has the
sits and go
4
through.
areas on the desk.
And he then begins his
work and going through the folders to find out, well, how much Detour make today, wherever, who get fired, who get promoted, well, everything that's beyond the 4 secretaries. The 4 secretaries would bring in that to him, and he would run his empire like that, right? And that happens for most of the Syrian Lebanese community in terms of how they operate, in terms of how they spend business. So that is why I'm telling you that most of them, like Prestige Holdings, have TGI Fridays. They have maybe Starbucks, I think it's Starbucks. A couple of them
Pizza Hut,
but like
Subway.
each one of them have 100 subsidiaries, 100 companies that employ hundreds of workers, right, on a daily basis, right? And that's how them that run the show. So when you check it out, they own almost Dr. Air and all they're selling. Massey Air.
So
No, I'm telling you, Dr. Air and all they're selling.
Chat say they tell you that matriarchy is female and patriarchy is men. Yeah.
Well, a matriarch is matriarch, I'll say.
No, I was confusing it actually.
I was?
Yeah. So they got scared. Okay.
Yeah, time when they want to trouble. Yeah. Basically. Yeah, so basically, yeah, I lost my train of thought there.
No. You ain't lost it. You was talking about the subsidiaries of
Yeah,
the
right.
companies.
So if you ever get a list, I'll try and find it and show you. I'll show you live examples.
You know I'm gonna look for that.
Right. So it is all the businesses that you don't think that they own.
Yeah.
You understand? Dr. Massey Air.
Conglomerate.
When was Neil and Massey? Right?
We only
know Neil and Massey.
We didn't know about Massey Gas. We didn't know about Massey Air. We didn't know
about
Massey
plenty things
Constructions.
about the Masseys. When they split.
Yeah, that is
When they split is when we get to realize, but wait now, is them own that?
Them own everything?
In that kind of way? Is them own everything coming on the line, and they have managers and supervisors, and they are only in the Syrian Lebanese community.
Yeah.
They have nobody.
Sometimes you face you think is the owner of something, is not the owner of it.
Little you who believe you could be in a fight with these people, you know you're not done.
No.
You're not even realizing what is going on. Because you're fighting, you're talking about boycotting Blue Water. When you boycott Blue Water, these things have shares on the stock exchange.
Yeah.
And they link to different Amco and Hardco and this one and that. And they all linked, So when you talk about boycotting Blue Waters,
Exactly.
you're boycotting all the other pieces that have shareholdings in different companies and different things. So it's not that easy.
But I went there to say that what you saw is the truth. He really knows the people.
Yeah.
From the person that sweeps the floor.
Right.
And you're correct. The way you tell us the matriarch would go to every store on a morning.
Yep.
He would actually remember the faces of
Yeah,
of
they does know the workers.
But Dominic knows the person that sweeps the floor, the person
Right.
that packs the truck. Literally. So what you saw when he walked in the company is real.
Yep, it's real for him.
It's real for him. He literally, anybody who worked there can tell you that he is as human as it gets.
He's a man on the ground.
Yeah.
That is why I didn't waste my time with that stupid talk about boycott this. Because I just tell people when you talk boycott, you don't even understand how that is.
Let me tell you something. You know much little Maloney youths and La Hoqueta youths.
Thankful for the company.
Lavantil youths.
Yeah.
That man employed.
It's not one truck you have, It's not one truck you have.
That come like with the argument when
It's all a big rebellion.
Yeah, there's no joke.
That's
That's one of the only places that you go for a job and they do scrutinize.
No, they
where
don't
you come
scrutinize.
from.
They just give
Just
us a
make
job.
sure your record clean.
Yeah.
You know, in some islands in the Caribbean, they use Blue Waters.
Yeah, a lot of islands.
So they have an export division also.
Yeah. But not only that, it come like the same argument with Kiss. I remember when people was trying to boycott Kiss and tell people eat Quailo, and I was like, sillies. Quailo is the same company.
You're going back real far there, boy.
No, but and I remember I had to do a video to show them Vita Loaf, Quailo, Kiss, and Pala Loaf is the same company. But they didn't, but that is how naive people are.
But we don't know that, and that's the problem. Now, we're not doing any research. We just... Everybody that phone now is a journalist.
Yeah.
Everybody that phone that journalist and talking once that rubbish. They doesn't understand what they're talking about, and some of the depths of the conversation that be real weak. That's why I don't get myself into those kind of conversations, because I don't get myself into petty conversations with with bloggers and who
you
feel is
remember?
influencer.
You
I could get in.
Yeah.
I could get in many conversations.
You remember how I told you yesterday, and I told Heavy and them the same thing. I tell them, I said, based on the shows that was done yesterday, prepare for somebody to come at me and tell me we stupid or some kind of thing. Well, I get it last night.
No, well, I wouldn't get it here. I won't get it here at all because I'm not a stupid guy. So I wouldn't get that at all.
We'll go for cricket at 10.
Right.
And we continue online.
All right, cool, great. Also, too, I want to say, last week we were discussing the Tobago incident, right? And we would have said that the person that was found in this instance was a Tobagonian and not somebody that's renting a jet ski and would have gone into the area and caused the death of someone. And we were wondering why no charges wasn't laid. And lo and behold, yesterday a file was taken to the DPP and the DPP say charges are to be laid now to the guy who is responsible basically, right? So he has been charged now, officially charged, because as I said, the THA does not have any lawmaking ability, right? And plenty of people don't know that, right? They don't have any lawmaking authority, but they have policy decisions that they would come up with. They would call in the stakeholders, they would sit down and talk to them and come up with a policy position as to how we operate in this area, right? Or how we doing it. And we went to Tobago recently and we went through the program of talking to I had the boat operators and the kind of, it is very, very, that guy should be removed. Yeah, that guy should be removed because he's not assertive. He's not aware of what's going on. Well, he's aware of what's going on, but he's talking about it off the scene, not on the scene. So you don't really know exactly where it goes in terms of...
You interviewed him,
yeah,
right?
I interviewed him.
I remember that interview, and I remember you asking questions, and he was becoming a little uncomfortable.
Yes.
And he said, I think he said literally live on the interview, well, there are things I can't see.
Yes, that's the guy. That's the guy. You know, and if you're the head of the association, you're supposed to be knowing what's going on. And if man drugging man on boat and taking man wife and all kind of mad thing and all they're allowing that and all they're working outside the areas that you're supposed to be working and all kind of mad thing going on, you have to do something about it. It can't be just all nilly-willy. You know, because the THA cannot make any law to manage that, and you have rogue boats operating in the night and coming and picking up people and going out and he don't know about it and all them kind of mad
Remember,
thing.
you also shared an experience that you had around Carnival time.
But they were saying, you know, and that was like real pits. I was 5 hours on a boat. What you hell you doing on a boat for 5 hours? 5 hours on a boat, you know. And I did the trip, and I not the stay. The stay is fine because you had to go to no man's land, and then you go from no man's land to Nyland Pool. You bathe, and you're coming back. We were supposed to come back to Pigeon Point, but we end up in no man's land, right? Reversing, going inside there, going in slow. When we reach here now, the boat stall, and then busy fishing out water out of the taking out water out of the, and then our next boat come alongside that, and them had to come on we boat to go across on the land, and all kind of mad thing going on while we on a boat for 5 hours. And I like, something is radically wrong here, you know. And I was saying that why THA, and then when I went to research and found out THA doesn't have any lawmaking ability, so they can't charge nobody basically, but the TTPS can if they have enough evidence to bring a prima facie case against the person. So I guess that is Angelica Jogi, I think is her name. Right, well, she got some kind of redress thus far.
Yeah, because the parents was fighting.
Well, they issued a pre-action protocol letter last week, and well, that went well. That is a civil suit most likely, so that will go to that. But the criminal suit is what will weigh heavily. The outcome of that civil suit will weigh heavily on what the criminal verdict will be. If you understand what I'm saying. But let's see how it goes. Right? We'll see how it proffers. So we have some things going on in the public domain. We have the issue with the Prime Minister and John Jeremy. I just hope they know what they're doing, kind of thing. I know the government has it under control, but let's hear some evidence coming out. And because the process would be normally outside of an SOE that you build the evidence to a point where it's circumstantial at best. You go, you lock up the people and them who he who alleged must prove. So you would have the prosecutor with all the information, and while the case is made, you arrest. You come into the courtroom. They give the preliminary evidence that is enough to hold you, and you get bail or not, or apply to judge in chambers and whatever, all that sort of drama, right?
But I saw that they said she was released into the house arrest yesterday or something. So
no, well they said that, but they walk it back because of the challenge against it to stay that judgment until they could come up with a determination. I don't know if today they come up with that, but yesterday they stayed the release until they could come up with that. But I keep reiterating, the circumstances under which you are held, your basic human rights under Section 4 and 5 of the Constitution are suspended during an SOE.
right.
And I don't know if people understand that, or
No, they don't.
or they're plain they don't understand that, or whatever, right? But you are guided by the Constitution, which is the highest law of the land, right? Nothing supersedes the Constitution, right?
No,
and the
look,
Constitution.
David is saying she's home, and that is what I saw.
What's that?
David is saying that Star was home because that is the article I read this morning, that she's home on house arrest.
Well, yeah, but I see the steady execution of that warrant.
Nah, she home.
You sure?
Yeah.
But I swear, but I can't believe these papers too. These papers went out of time into.
Check the 1% papers.
Okay, check the 1% papers and shoot.
Check this phone here.
I'm
Somebody just
checking
sent it. Somebody just sent it.
Check that phone. Check that
Because
phone.
I have it, I suppose I have it here too.
She home on house arrest?
Alright, here.
They
Let's
sit- this-
open it up there. And you can get some information.
Check it and see. Check it and see.
Okay, you have one print copy.
Yeah, I don't like to.
You have a print
I
copy
doesn't
in
like to
front of you.
rely on
Yeah.
the papers, because the papers have been caught 9 times by this team here of me and Stephan. 9 times they have been caught skewing stories or giving stories that are not the whole picture. All kind of mad thing going on in the papers. So I'm very, very wary
They have been
as to
caught
what I
being-
read in the papers. Because I like to call the person, find out exactly what it is I read to make sure that it is the correct thing.
The state lost the appeal.
Stays in a jail as state appeals.
Right, but they lost the appeal. And I know I read that last
Lost
night.
this is yesterday papers. This today. We talking about lost for appeal.
Well, they said they lost the appeal. So unless somebody print too soon.
But yes, can't believe these papers and them.
I said that shaloops.
A set of madness that we printed, a set of erroneous thing that we printed right through, boy. They doesn't get it out of the box at all. Well, they don't get it out of the box purposely, I would say. Purposely. Because you don't get the whole story. You always hear something after the fact. And so on and so forth and so forth. Coast Guard stop vessel with ganja. I just be really wary of the papers, but the papers well different, you know. But it does have to keep you abreast of what's going on. So in some areas of the truth, there's some areas of lie, I guess.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
gentlemen, we are going for a break. When we
Yep.
come back, we'll be just
Right. So just now, look before you jump, look at Trinidad Express. You have it saying that she was released. Stars are freed from prison and placed under house arrest.
Look at have it here. Look what's going on. Stays in prison.
Now, well, this was 8 hours ago. So, like I said, this print before.
Boy, I don't understand how it could have too much up in this out here, no? Too much up in this out here, boy.
After more than a month in prison, 69-year-old is now under house arrest after being released late Monday night when the state failed to secure an extension of a 6-hour stay granted following the High Court ruling on ordering of her release.
Well, but she get home then?
Yeah.
She could be eating some oats and thing this morning.
Yeah.
Some oats with them.
Yeah, and probably having a rant this time, not on the phone though.
And also too, you have to know your rights.
Mm-hmm.
What is available to you and what is not available to you. Mm-hmm. There's an issue with the confidential voice note being leaked. But I try to understand, by means I want to understand. I just keeping myself quiet.
I have my thoughts on that being leaked, but I ain't gonna go down that rabbit hole at all.
Oh, you let me know when to go ahead now.
Yeah.
Go ahead, buddy. Do your thing.
Guys, we'll be right back with so much more.
Is twice the size of mine, but my bill is twice the cost of yours. Johnny, what going on? Why your bill so low? How your bill so low? I conserving energy. I switch your LED at the stun of the AC, and I saving real money. It's our responsibility for a brighter TNT. Cut the waste and you would see why everybody.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
Some stories are written in books. Others live in the hearts and memories of a people. One of Tobago's most famous folk legends is that of Gangang Sara, a mysterious African woman said to have flown across the Atlantic and settled in the village of Golden Lane. According to the legend, she possessed the power of flight, but after living in Tobago and eating salt, she lost her ability to return home. Her story has been passed down through generations and remains one of the island's most treasured pieces of folklore. During the Tobago Heritage Festival, visitors gather in Golden Lane to hear the tale brought to life through storytelling and cultural presentations. It is a reminder that heritage is not only found in historical records, but also in the stories people share from one generation to the next. This is Tobago's oral tradition at its finest, and in 2026, Tobago invites you to hear it for yourself.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story. From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
The Tobago Heritage Festival is much more than a series of cultural shows. It is Tobago's largest annual celebration of history, traditions, and community spirit. Created in the mid-1980s to preserve the island's unique customs, the festival brings Tobago's past to life through music, dance, storytelling, food, and folklore. Unlike many festivals that take place in one location, the Tobago Heritage Festival spreads across villages throughout the island. Each community proudly proudly presents its own traditions, giving visitors an authentic look at Tobagonian life and culture. This year's festival runs from July 16th to August 1st, 2026, celebrating the importance of community, togetherness, and cultural identity. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026, keeping Tobago's rich heritage alive for future generations.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story.
them little short videos and thing, right? So I was like, first to begin, I am very in awe that the AI piece of things is in the world today. If you look at TikTok, right, you would always see at the bottom most times when an AI generated movie or clip or anything along. How long is a TikTok clip?
12. It's supposed to be 6 minutes. Is your max to qualify for monetization. You can't go over.
Well, you lost me there, but nevertheless.
But you're not allowed 6 minutes when you just start streaming.
No,
You have to have a certain amount
no,
of
you only
followers.
allowed a minute when you now start.
Right. So these people and them that these houses,
Something
right?
is squeaking.
Yeah, something making a noise. Is that phone making a noise?
Another Lennox. Another Lennox.
Give me that
This
phone.
is a good
Let me take care of that.
This, now turning on the volume there. Right, good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I am watching the African continent, and I don't know if people realizing that several of the content are short videos on life,
Yeah.
on issues that actually go on in life, right? And the actual content of the speech in terms of what it is saying is around life issues. Like, for instance, there's one that, well, there are several, as a matter of fact, that deals with child issues as, how to put it, as adults, children who are not adults speaking to the stepfather in a certain way. And based on that, they get a response from the youth saying, you're not my father, whatever the case may be. And most of the times, the clips are few, well, there are plenty clips that are talking about, you're not my father. And most times the mother is there, and the mother most times side with the child over her stepfather. Yeah, so I keep seeing these videos popping up on my feed because, you know, the algorithm, so long as you tap into one, it'll start to feed you plenty of them thing and them.
Yeah. It'll show
So
you
and most of them are, you seen a thing at the bottom, more trendy films or some kind of watermark that says who is the house that made it, kind of thing, right? So a lot of AI stuff, but it's about life issues, and the life issues is about things like you're not my father, right? And most of them are you're not my father, you're not my mother. You've seen one or few and far between. In between, you know, when the mother discipline the child will rise up and say, "Oh, going on, it's not be in business with that. You're not my mother, or you're not my father." If you tell him certain things, you pull out your picture, your real father, and you're showing him and telling him, you know, that you're not my father, kind of thing. And it makes me watch and try to learn from that experience, because I just take everything. While you taking things normal, I just take things, I just critically look at it and try to figure out, well, where this going, you know, this kind of way, what they're trying to convey. That is why I thinking of, when I see the messages, I trying to figure out, well, how to really navigate around, you know, this, why so many videos on that topic.
because it's a topic that has a lot of realistic points to it.
Yeah, a lot of realistic points. Come around on this side. Right, good day, everybody.
Good day, little ones. Hi.
All right, we were bum rushed in the studio by some young ones, nice young bright faces, man. That's what you're talking about,
some
man.
really smooth boy.
Yeah, man. All right.
Okay, so we have
Good
one
morning,
shy.
everybody.
Morning. I'm looking for the shy one. So we have one shy
Morning.
one so far. We have a shy young lady here.
Nah, she ain't shy.
She
She
put
ain't
it down.
shy. You
She
shy?
She shy. Yeah, we have
You
a
shy?
shy.
Nah.
Yeah, I tell you, we have a shy one. We have a
Alright,
shy
alright.
one. Hi
Okay.
kids, come in, fill the station.
Yeah, man,
Go,
fully
cram in,
office,
cram in.
man.
Go all around.
Yeah, take a chair, man. Take a chair and just relax, man. Alright, this is everybody?
Yes, I think so. Everybody fit?
Alright, good morning, everybody.
Good
Morning, you are the host of 91.1 Talk Radio. And we are talk show hosts. You have the original Nigel Snipes, or Mr. Guzman, I should say, Kid Guzman. And you have Jared Small, which is better known as Mr. X. And we have Obi, Opinion Box, better known as Adrian. Alright?
So where's this group from today?
We are from the EduLab TT based out of St. Joseph Boys RC School in St. Joseph.
Alright. EduLab TT, you call it?
Yes.
Alright,
Okay.
very interesting. First time I hear that one.
School summer camp.
Yes.
School.
Yes.
Alright,
Okay, and
okay.
this is the summer camp team.
Yes. Half of us.
Half of the team. Okay then.
This would be what standard? Ranging from what
They
standard?
range from first year to standard 3, going into standard 4.
Okay, so standard 3s say good morning. Morning. Standard 4s.
Say good morning.
Good morning.
This guy here, he got to talk. So let him talk.
he's
Let
a
him
brilliant
talk.
guy.
You're the brilliant guy. You give a microphone right
Yeah,
next
we
to
have a
you.
mic next to you.
All right. Good morning. What's your name?
Nathan.
Nathan. All right. You look like the talk show host. You look like the talk show host. Yeah, because he's one of them and I'm like this signal that he want to get
Is,
you.
Yeah, you wanna get in
is
conversation.
this your first time seen inside of a radio station?
Yes.
Anyone wants to tell me what they thought a radio station would look like?
Yes.
Well, tell us. Tell us what a radio station would look like.
Okay, so we have a guy in the back, put up his hand there.
All right. Tell us.
I thought our radio station would be like a little bit bigger with like all these things, but I thought it would like a DJ scratch. Yeah.
Well, it does. Well, it does.
Well, it does.
Those are the other rooms.
Yes, man.
Brilliant assessment.
We do have several different types of radio station. This one in particular is talk
Yes.
radio. So we use this platform, and we call the radio station a platform. We use this platform. Most radio stations, or all radio stations, use these platforms to share information. That's what we do. For example, if there's a natural disaster, one of the most reliable sources to get information would most likely be a radio. And that's why they ask, if you know a storm is coming, make sure you have a battery operated radio so that you can get some information. We use the radio station mostly to broadcast information on a wide base.
Right. Well,
You know?
well, you all say after me, right? We inform,
Form.
educate, and entertain.
Tea.
Right? So that's the main
Basic
focus
Yeah.
of what radio is all about. Informing, educating, and giving you information basically.
Right.
Right?
So he was looking for the DJ scratchy thing because that's part of the entertainment.
Yeah. part of it.
I had one here, but they're going with it. They're going with it.
Because we talk a lot.
Alright.
Anybody would like to be a presenter? Okay, so we're
One,
going to have
two,
some young presenters today. I want you to step to the microphone. I want you to come to the microphone, introduce yourself, say, my name is, and I am at Talk City, and I am from the school, and what class you're in. You can do that?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Alright, all the entertainers. All go closer to the mic. Go closer to the mic.
My name is.
Go closer to the mic. Oh, you can come here.
Hi, Faith.
Everybody say hi, Faith.
Hi, Faith.
And I go to school at.
And I go to school at Kira Presbyterian.
Alright.
And I'm going in standard 3.
And your teacher is.
Miss Singh.
So I have a question for Faith. Before Faith goes, I have a question for Faith. Faith, what would you like to be in the future? A veteran. So you like animals?
Yes.
Okay, that's
Alright.
brilliant.
Faith the clap. Who's next?
My name is Derek Kurbot,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going into standard 3. And my teacher will be Mr. Gazon, and I see myself in the future being a lawyer.
We in this room here, we need lawyers. Yeah, so yeah.
My name is Maya. I'm going into sanitary, and I would like to be a doctor when I grow up.
Okay, Maya. Nice.
Come for man.
Wanna talk quicker? Yes.
You can talk in or you cannot talk in.
I'm going to school at Kira. First I'm going in standard 3, and I want to be a vet when I grow up.
Okay, nice. So we have this guy right here who we have our original mic man here first. So let's hear, where are you from and what is your name?
My name is Nathan Robertson.
Okay, and what school do you attend?
Government.
Dinsley Government. Okay, and what would you like to be when you grow up?
A firefighter.
A firefighter.
All right.
Nice.
You want to take it in? Come back in.
You next. Go ahead.
Hello, my name is Santiago from Alago and
Your name is what? Santiago what?
Alago.
Oh, you're a real big boy name.
Yeah, big boy name boy.
And I go to St. Xavier's Private School.
All right.
Okay.
And what you would like to be when you grow up?
I want to be a musician.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what we're talking about, man.
So we have a very tiny guy here, and I would really like to hear from this guy here with a yes, he looks like he has a big personality. So, what's your name, young man?
My name is Miguel Kamabash.
Ooh, well spoken.
Right.
And what school do you attend?
I'm going to St. Joseph Boys School.
Okay then. And what would you like to be when you grow up?
I would like to be a police.
A police officer? You want to lock up people? That is really good. Excellent.
So guys, we want to thank you all very much.
Sniper, I want to squeeze you one more, you know.
Go ahead, sure.
I want the shy one to come on the mic. I believe in facing your fears. Come on. So hi.
My name is Shariah Hernandez.
Nice to meet you, Shariah Hernandez. And what school do you attend?
I attend St. Joseph Girls RSC School.
Okay, and what would you like to be when you grow up?
A teacher.
A teacher? Amazing.
So you're going to break out that Chinese?
To be a teacher, you can't be shy.
All right.
Again, I would like to see if they remember what we do here. Who remember?
What do we do here?
Who remember
So
what
we
Uncle
said we
Jared
talk.
said?
I said, we talk.
We inform. What do you remember what it is?
You kids and we entertain.
Entertain.
One more time. We
inform.
We
We
inform.
educate. And
We
we
entertain.
Thank you guys. Give
Thank
yourselves
you
a round
very
of applause.
much.
It was nice having you all
We
today.
have a very bright future ahead of us based on what I see in this room.
All right.
Thank you for having
But Johnny, how come your house is twice the size of mine, but my bill is twice the cost of yours? Johnny, what going on? Why your bill so low?
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
Some stories are written in books. Others live in the hearts and memories of a people. One of Tobago's most famous folk legends is that of Gangang Sara, a mysterious African woman said to have flown across the Atlantic and settled in the village of Golden Lane. According to the legend, she possessed the power of flight, but after living in Tobago and eating salt, she lost her ability to return home. Her story has been passed down through generations and remains one of the island's most treasured pieces of folklore. During the Tobago Heritage Festival, visitors gather in Golden Lane to hear the tale brought to life through storytelling and cultural presentations. It is a reminder that heritage is not only found in historical records, but also in the stories people share from one generation to the next. This is Tobago's oral tradition at its finest, and in 2026, Tobago invites you to hear it for yourself.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story. From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
The Tobago Heritage Festival is much more than a series of cultural shows. It is Tobago's largest annual celebration of history, traditions, and community spirit. Created in the mid-1980s to preserve the island's unique customs, the festival brings Tobago's past to life through music, dance, storytelling, food, and folklore. Unlike many festivals that take place in one location, the Tobago Heritage Festival spreads across villages throughout the island. Each community proudly presents its own traditions, giving visitors an authentic look at Tobagonian life and culture. This year's festival runs from July 16th to August 1st, 2026, celebrating the importance of community, togetherness, and cultural identity. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026, keeping Tobago's rich heritage alive for future generations.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story.
And you ever heard the word irony, people? Yeah, irony. Yeah, irony.
Blind coincidence?
So when I started this topic, I was on one frame of mind going into the topic, and these youths come and
the broad spectrum it now.
come and change the perspective a bit.
Planned, eh?
It wasn't planned, but irony is the name of the show from now for today.
Yeah.
And I was talking about stepfathers and stepmothers, right? Now we had to be serious, right? We had to understand where we are as real as people, as every day that you're getting into stuff. You have to understand where you sit, right? And you have women dealing with different men, have different children. You have to know, as a man, where you're fitting. I remember seeing something on Facebook recently with an old woman who's rich, and they asked her, well, how do you pick a woman? She say, oh, go on, let me go through all of that. Just pick a woman in your price range and stick to it. You know, and that
I think that makes some sense.
That kind of stuck in my head, kind of thing. Don't be looking for waterfalls when you're in a stream. You know, that kind of way.
Or let me use local terms.
Yeah.
Do shop for champagne when you have Moby money.
Lovely, lovely. So pick a woman in your price range and stick to it. And I think that's what I would do personally.
Yeah, but then X, that is very that weird too, because what if I have expectations of tasting champagne? Am I
Well,
not
you could try to taste where you want. As if the girl wanted to taste it. If the girl wanted to taste it, well, fine.
Because
well, she don't want you to taste it.
There are plenty people running around in society with Moby money, but they just taste champagne every now and again, you know.
Well, I will get into that at another topic, right? But this, because that also too is coming across my feed regularly too, because I've been watching that most times the child is saying, "You're not my father." And yesterday, one of the clips was around a child coming downstairs to come to her mother and ask her if she could bring her boyfriend home, and the mother was like, no. No, you're not bringing the boyfriend home. And she's saying that I'm grown, I'm 18, we are 18, I can bring home my boyfriend now. She say, oh good, and you can bring home my boyfriend, yes, but not in this house. When you start to pay your own bills and you become an adult, then you can bring your boyfriend home, but not in this house. You're not bringing no boyfriend in this house. So
even if you become an adult and you're paying bills, you still can't bring the boyfriend home in this house.
No.
So you have your own place anywhere you take it.
Well, you quite have those old school women that going down, hey, it didn't have no boyfriend in no house, wrap up in no check. We did a segment on that recently, me and Stephan.
Yeah,
we did a segment on that one with my brethren, a real life scenario where my brethren, he and it isn't just foreign. That's the thing. It isn't just foreign. It's right here.
Yeah.
With different families and how they look at things. Because my brethren is my age, right? So his niece coming with a boyfriend, right? She's young, pretty young, maybe about 20, if so much. And she coming with her boyfriend, and they lying down on her bed, wrap up, you know them young people wrap up on her bed and just watching TV and thing, to know us. The smaller sister there, which is about 10 years or so, but you lie down on her bed with a man with your foot intertwined with yours, kind of thing. And he was like to come into the room, and he said, "Yeah, what's going on? Come outside here." We're not encouraging that in here.
Yeah.
Right? Now, he is in a household with only women.
Yeah.
His wife, his 3 daughters, his mother, their daughters, right? So he's in a house with only women.
So in other words, the odds are stacked greatly against him.
Yes. Well, he looking at it from his point of view.
Yeah.
Now, he was young and wild and wherever, and make churn out a marriage and all kind of mad thing, right?
Yeah.
But at this age, he is saying, no, you can't wrap up with no man in no room here. You now come, we don't know you from nowhere really. You is the girl boyfriend, but we don't know you from nowhere because there are family functions, so there was preparing and whatever.
That's not what we do.
Yeah, and she come with her boyfriend, and he wrap up. Yeah. What am they?
We have another group.
Another group? Oh, okay. All right.
We have plenty batches today, man.
All right. Okay. All right, I end that. I don't know if we're going to stop it here for some reason.
Yeah.
But
no,
go ahead.
We'll touch it after.
Come across,
gentlemen.
guys, come across.
Fill up the studio. Come on.
Yeah, we just getting some
We have
impromptu
another
visit.
group of young people.
We have an impromptu visit, but that is all welcomed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Y'all
Come
come
on,
inside,
come
man.
straight
Come
around,
inside,
guys.
man.
Everybody.
Come on.
Right. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
All right. Nice, man. Nice to hear. Let's bring up my spirits. When I see youths,
Bring them.
bring up my spirits.
Bring them.
From all these
as much as
old
you can.
sort of trap
Yeah.
outside there. All right, we're fascinated by the
Yes, the camera does catch all who go in the back there and see the camera does get catch.
All right. Good morning,
morning.
to everyone.
Good morning.
All right. And where is this group from?
St. Joseph.
This is
Same group.
Same school,
it's
same school,
okay.
same group, everything.
same
Okay,
school,
just a different batch.
At the front.
They call it some lab.
Edu Lab.
Yes,
the
Edu Lab.
Edu lab. All right.
Yes.
So
This is a
group are
younger
different.
group.
A younger group.
I could tell because they're more chattery.
Yeah. Yeah, very interesting.
Okay,
Yes.
so take the opportunity to allow them to introduce.
Now leave.
Well, can I go first this time now?
Go ahead.
Right, so here what's going on. I like to grab out the shy ones because I believe in building confidence. And I think I've spotted somebody who's shy. I want you to come to the microphone. Tell us your name, right? The school you go to, and what you would like to be when you grow up. Go ahead.
You can do that?
The microphone is
Go
yours.
My name is Akira.
Hi, Akira. Nice to meet you, Akira.
All right, go ahead. Tell us what school you're going.
I go to San Juan Presbyterian School.
Okay.
All right. And
San
what you
Juan
would like to be when you grow up?
And what would you like to be when you grow up?
An artist.
An artist. All
An
right.
artist.
Okay.
What type of artist? A musical artist or a painter artist?
A painter.
A painter.
Okay,
Okay then. Okay then.
All right.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Well done.
Nice one.
Who's pulling the
Who
next
else want
one?
to talk? Who want to be a presenter here?
You want to be a presenter?
All right, look, one behind you, man. Yeah, man. A presenter behind you, man.
Presenter behind you.
Nice, man. She wants to be a presenter. Tell us your name.
My name is Azelia Ramona.
Hi, Azalea.
All right. What school do you attend? All right. And what would you like to be when you grow up?
A teacher.
All right. Nice, man. Nice.
Right.
Who else is next?
I have a spontaneous one here. Look him right here in blue. The guy in blue, come. You will push it up in front. Hi. So go ahead. What is your name?
Hi, my name is Nikolai.
Hi, Nikolai. Nice to meet you. Really cool name. That's Nikolai is Russian. That's a really awesome name. And what school do you attend?
Joseph Boy RC School.
Okay, awesome. And what would you like to be when you grow up, Nikolai?
A firefighter.
A what?
A firefighter.
A
firefighter?
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Okay.
That's pretty awesome.
All right. Who's next? Go ahead.
So what's your name?
Sada.
So what school do you attend?
St. Joseph Girls.
What would you like to be when you grow up?
A doctor.
All right.
We have a doctor in the
All
building. Okay, so we have this guy right here. I know he's been waiting a while. So go ahead, step up to the mic. Right here. Oh, that one too. And what is your name?
My name is Shonji.
Hi, nice to meet you, Shonji. And what school do you attend?
You next.
St. Joseph's Boys.
Okay, and what would you like to be when you grow up?
A basketball player.
A basketball player?
All right,
so that
all
means
right.
you intend to get tall. That's awesome.
Give him a round of
All
applause.
right.
So we have a sportsman in the building.
What's your
Me.
Tell us.
I want
Tell us.
Okay,
What's your
okay,
name?
don't worry, we'll get as much as you
What's
all
your
as
name?
possible.
to. Ethan.
Ethan. What would you like to be when you grow up?
A drummer.
A drummer? Yeah, artist, right? Yeah.
Okay, so we have another little guy here. Go ahead. Hi, what is your name?
Jalen.
Jalen. And Jalen, what school do you attend?
St. Joseph Boys RC.
St. Joseph Boys RC. And what would you like to be when you grow up, Jalen?
A policeman.
A policeman?
I
So you
would
just
like
wanna
to
go
be
out there and
a
lock up
policeman
people?
as well.
Well, what is your name? You'll have to tell us your name because I have to know who is the officer that I'm addressing in the future when you have to give me a ticket. I can't just say guy with the blue jersey.
We have a lot of cops in this room.
Yes, a lot of cops in this room. So go ahead and tell us your name.
Mateo.
Mateo. And what school do you attend?
St. Joseph Boys.
Okay then. And what type of police officer do you want to be? Because there are different types, sir. Which type do you want to be? Do you want to be a tactical officer, a traffic officer, or
Traffic officer.
Okay then, cool. He wants to be a traffic
So,
officer.
I'm going to take one more.
Right.
And we have a young person on this side. Let's take this. What's your name?
Nanabe.
What school do you attend?
St. Joseph Boys RC School.
What would you like to be when you grow up?
I would like to be a dentist.
Okay then, so here what's going on, Snipes. I know you're taking one more, but this young man, we ain't breaking his heart today. So here you getting your whole mic, little dude. What is your name?
Zeta King.
And what school do you attend?
St. Joseph Boys RC.
And what do you want to be when you grow up?
A police officer.
You just want to lock up people too. Well, listen, Mr. Officer, you are going to be a good officer. You want to know why?
Yeah.
Because you get emotional when you see sad stuff, and that's nice. Okay then, thank you so much, guys.
Okay, so before we allow you to go, we would like to share with you all what we do here.
What we do.
All right. So what we do here is what you call inform, educate, and entertain. So say it after me. We inform, educate, and we entertain.
Are they teachers?
Well,
Yes, we are.
Because we inform, educate, and entertain.
Yes.
We are teachers in our own way.
So that's what we do, right? So you all got it?
Right? So you want to repeat it
I
again?
didn't feel all they get it yet.
Okay then. So
Say it
we're
after
going
me,
again.
right? We inform,
We inform,
we entertain,
we entertain,
and we educate.
and we educate.
Right. That's what talk show does. That's where you are at 91.1 Talk City. All right?
Give yourselves a round of applause.
I look forward to seeing amazing things from each and every one of you all in this room in the future. Especially the police officers.
TNT, we go for a break and we come right back. Stay with us.
Electric shock or death. Before conducting repairs close to overhead lines or the point of connection to your home, contact TN Tech to request a temporary disconnection. When driving tall vehicles, ensure they do not exceed 15 feet. Do not lift lines to allow vehicles to pass. When carrying out underground works, contact TN Tech's area offices to ensure there are no underground conductors and cables before digging. At TN Tech, safety is our priority. TN Tech, the power to make it work.
Win tickets to cricket history. The men in maroon are coming home, and you could be there live. As part of the We Outside campaign, the West Indies take on Pakistan in an historic two-match test series in Trinidad and Tobago. Watch and listen across the TTT Limited Network for your chance to win tickets to the matches. Tune in to TTT's Trinidad and Tobago Today Morning Show, Sweet 100.1 FM, Talk City 91.1 FM, and Next 99.1 FM. We'll be giving away tickets to both test matches, including the historic first test at Brian Lara Cricket Academy in Taruba, the venue's first ever international test match. So watch, listen, and win. West Indies versus Pakistan. The We Outside campaign continues, and your seat at the cricket could be just a call away. Watch, listen, win. West Indies versus Pakistan. Only on the TTT Limited Media Network.
We are the ground shaking. We are the ground shaking. We are the ground shaking.
Your news, anytime, anywhere. Join us nightly at 7. TTT News. Committed, accurate, relevant.
Every village has a story. Every tradition has a voice. This July 16th to August 1st, discover them all at the 2026 Tobago Heritage Festival. This year's theme, Let Me Tell the Whole Story, invites you to experience the customs, resilience, and rich rich cultural legacy that continue to define Tobago. Join us for unforgettable
From July 16th
performances,
to August 1st,
village
Tobago comes
celebrations,
alive
and
with its
authentic
greatest celebration of culture,
cultural
history,
experiences
and tradition.
across
The
the
Tobago
island.
Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
Some stories are written in books. Others live in the hearts and memories of a people. One of Tobago's most famous folk legends is that of Gangang Sarah, a mysterious African woman said to have flown across the Atlantic and settled in the village of Golden Lane. According to the legend, she possessed the power of flight, but after living in Tobago and eating salt, she lost her ability to return home. Her story has been passed down through generations and remains one of the island's most treasured pieces of folklore. During the Tobago Heritage Festival, visitors gather in Golden Lane to hear the tale brought to life through storytelling and cultural presentations. It is a reminder that heritage is not only found in historical records, but also in the stories people share from one generation to the next. This is Tobago's oral tradition at its finest, and in 2026, Tobago invites you to hear it for yourself.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell?
Alright, people, we're back inside and we are on off the record and we are online today. We are not on free to air, so pay attention to what's going on, right? I'm going to short my dissertation basically, right? I'm going to make it real simple. I'm going to make it more interactive with the callers. Now, if you are a young person or maybe an older person, doesn't matter, and you are a female and you meet a male, right? With the amount of troubles going on out there, how long would it take for you to be able to introduce that person to the actual to your children? Let's say you have children. You have two youths. You're coming up in your life, wherever, and you meet a little man and wherever. Things going alright. Things going fairly alright. How long does it take for you to introduce that man to your children? Because I've been hearing, well, I can't say who I've been hearing it from, but that person works with Children Authority and so on, and they are telling me some horror story. If you all only know, gentlemen, the kind of problems outside there in terms of Children's Authority, for instance. That's Children Authority. You ain't talk the policing unit of CPU and whatever. You ain't talk about them taking them here. You're just talking about Children Authority. How much children are being rescued on a daily basis because mommy bring home my imps. Or she have, the little uncle in the back bedroom. Yeah, the uncle in the back bedroom, he causing problems for the youths in the house. He either trying to entice a youth or getting involved with youths and all these different scenarios. All you know the whole scenario, right? How long does it take you to introduce that man to your children? Because when you do introduce that man to your children, that comes with different things, right? Because, for instance, you're living alone with your two children in an apartment and you want to introduce this man to your children. How long does it take before you introduce that man to your children? Or another scenario is if you have children but you have no place to stay. And this man come into your life and offer you something to stay. Well, you and the man going alright, or they're going fairly okay, and this man offers you a chance to stay somewhere. Circumstances, basically. And you get in with this man. How long do you take before you introduce this man to your children? right? So I would like the lines to be lit up answering that question, because I don't think we actually take that into consideration. And then circumstances backs you against a corner in certain areas and causes you to get into a dynamic that you didn't really want to get in, but you get in. You know, and now it reaching to a point where that person could be interfering with the children. You had to leave the child with an uncle on an afternoon after school while you working and hurrying to come home. All these different scenarios. These are real things that are happening outside there, and especially in Trinidad. And we're taking these things for granted. You know, and things like that is what I would want to see people like Vandana Mohit address under her ministry where those things are concerned. How long does it take you to really introduce this man to your children? Because you may know a man, but you really don't know a man. Because men have a kind of way, and women too, don't get it wrong, Don't get it wrong, because it have a woman who would be in a house with a man, the man taking care of everything.
And she any man's son.
And she have a son. And no, not so much, but that too, but not so much that, in that the man is giving money to buy things for the children, in inverted commas. And you going out and buying things for your daughter and leaving out the man's son. Things like that is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're taking the man money and you going and buy things, and you buying things for your child, which is your daughter, and you're leaving out the man's son. We're all living under one roof. But she looking at it as, that is my daughter and there's your son. But she buying things heavily for her child and leaving you out, and you spending the money. And all them kind of scenarios going on right now. It have men thinking very different, you know.
Yeah.
Very different, you know. It have women thinking very different too. They don't... while we may just shrug off that and why don't say that with all our money and go and buy thing and do your thing and thinking everything is everything. When you really check it out, it's not really so.
Well,
how do you deal with situations like that, and how do you introduce a man into your house or a woman into your house? How do you deal with these things? Because it have men thinking, yo, go on, I put any money, you know, me going to do that, you know. My son had to make sure it's all a we.
Yeah.
That's how he have it. He have it as all a we. And he have it as all, she have it as all of them. She and her daughter alone. And she living in your house. And you paying all the bills.
Yeah, but before we even reach to that, we had to at least understand what is your parameters as the stepfather first, because being a stepfather comes with a certain amount of parameters.
Well, we saying that, but it have men out there in thinking so. It have men thinking very different out there, you know. I am shocked with some responses I gain from men in certain scenarios. I like.
No, well,
all
let me tell
thinking
you
correct way.
Why I understand where you're coming from.
The step-parent rule is now a norm.
Right, but what I'm saying is this.
But that becomes a norm now, because
a norm now.
But
look from the Children's Authority perspective. I know the stories you hear real bad. And you know why I can tell you that? Because I used to work there.
Oh, okay.
So I know how bad it does get. When
you talking about uncles and grandfathers and all kind of thing interfering with children.
Interfering with children. And
they go and rescue them children.
Yeah. And I could tell you firsthand that, you see, when it comes to females bringing stepfathers into environments with daughters, we ain't even talking about age, because these guys will just be sick. But having a teenage daughter in a stepfather environment is a very ticklish.
It have scenarios where it have stepdaughters wearing things in the household,
provocative,
that causing problems with stepfathers, because stepfathers now watching, hey, what the food to eat, boy, in that kind of way.
Yeah.
And then with the mother,
it has even had scenarios.
Yes.
But not only that, it has scenarios too where stepdaughters invade their mom's space.
and take away the stepfather.
Yeah,
But them kind of things are going on.
Stepfather behind the
We going about the business like things normal.
Normal, but it
things
isn't.
not normal, you know. It have
isn't.
a lot of these scenarios going on outside there that is detrimental to households and families.
I am
And-
actually very, very surprised that you chose a topic like this because we don't get in the past couple of years we haven't been getting topics like this on, on radio.
Remember, he has to bring it down to a certain level to
except
to
for
suit me.
Single Fathers Association that raised some very, very salient points where these things are concerned.
It have women mining, it have men mining children that is not them own.
Not them own.
That is not them own, and they know very well who's the father. And they mining children picture, and when they do get to find out, they're like, what is going on here? Because and here when they just find out. You just find out when a surgery had to take place.
Yeah.
And the blood types had to match. And all these different. That's when they just find out that the child wasn't yours and all kind of mad thing going on.
I think, X, that you're onto something definitely when it comes to. You see how you see stepfather rule has now become the norm, Snipes. It has become the norm, but most of the time it becomes the norm for the guys who were never the first pick.
Who were never the first pick?
Yeah, like,
What do you mean by that?
okay, you might have been the guy that she would have never looked at, but because of choices she might have made that didn't work out, you become an option now.
Well, I've seen that, yes.
Because you have 2 children or 3 children, the father's not in the space. If you see the fathers compared to the guy that she picking now to be the stepfather, the fathers is a totally different class of men.
Right.
Looks, material wise, finances wise. And you know just happen to be the guy that gets what I don't like to use the term, but you get the leftovers.
Well,
and then you come now to play this stepfather role, and in most cases they demand that you be this way to them now.
Right, okay.
Because the narrative on social media, like you say now, is they say that their worth isn't, they are not devalued.
Right.
So if you're getting me with 3 children, I'm just as valuable as a woman with no children. That is the narrative they push, and they expect you to treat them as such.
Well, okay. If you want to marry, right, and you go in and get married, which means a permanent union, right? Basically, well, across the board, it have 1 or 2 little strange arrangements, but generally, it means that you're all going to live under one house together. With your daughter and my son, right? Shouldn't that conversation happen before to find out where are the boundaries that we have, you know, because all these things causing the crime, you know. All these things causing the crime because we can't control our children and get on top of what it is they're doing. Because we have these barriers that taking place across the board. Because the first thing you tell them is that I'm not your father. And all these different things, and children going out there and doing all kind of thing. And then when you're going to school, you're hearing
correct a child whose first style of parenting was really bad. The father probably wasn't a good father, and then now you come as the stepfather and you trying to straighten the bent tree.
Well, all those scenarios are plausible because they happen outside there, and we going about our business like nothing is going on, and we not even have understanding what's going on. When you go into the school and you listen to the teacher's telling you, boy, this man and rowdy, he always trying to look for attention in the class. All them things is signs of children going awry because things not going good in the home. How a teacher is supposed to pick up that? Those kind of issues, because unruly children turn into unruly men and turn into criminals after a while because they can't stand the home and they getting pour out and whatever because mommy didn't tolerating this and put you out on the streets, and then you end up in the gangman hand, and then you end up a shooter and doing your thing. And that's how we getting criminals outside here. So we had to fix all of those pieces. It's not just one angle alone. There's several angles going on there. And nobody not taking it on because everybody that's busy doing their own thing kind of thing. But they're not realizing the real issues outside
back
there.
to the scenario with your friend having all these females in the house. I am thinking here now, if I am a stepfather now, he's the biological father, you would have said in this case, right?
Yeah.
If I'm a stepfather and I inherit a stepdaughter now, and the stepdaughter bringing her boyfriend into...
No, it can't have that. It can't have that. At my age, it can't have that. You can't bring no woman inside my house, just so. How you bringing a woman inside my house?
So your sons can't bring no woman into your house.
Well, at this age, yeah, because he's a man. But
yeah, but you remember you said before, if you're a man and you're paying your own bills,
you remember how many calls it?
Yeah.
Let's open the lines.
Yeah. You remember your friend say, yeah, you remember you said the woman say she or he has to have his own place.
Yeah.
If you
can pay bills. You can pay bills and have your own bills.
Yes, your son can pay bills. So you're saying the rule is different for you. Because your sons could pay bills, they are allowed to bring a woman home.
Well, I kind of different.
That's what we're saying.
I kind of
different for everybody. Now, me as a parent, I am being honest with you. I tried the introduction of bringing women into the same space with my son when they was younger because I felt that I needed a mommy-daddy finish.
It's not a parenting handbook, eh?
Right.
That's like, you know, have no parenting handbook.
But I would say this. It took a therapist who asked me a serious question and I had to take it. She said, what makes you think that your sons need a mommy and daddy anymore? Why don't you think you aren't good enough? And when she made me deep dive into that, I noticed I could have done it alone, right? So now, I don't bring females into their space. If you meet them, you meet them. But I deal with it from a perspective.
622-4911 394-4911. 622.
It's real scenarios outside there.
394.
People going through it on the real.
Maybe you want to share with us.
They're going through it on the real.
So Snipes, how would you feel? Would you introduce them to your children or would you...
It will take some time for me to introduce my partner to...
How long? A year? 2 years?
It depends on the behavior
of the person.
Patterns of the person, because humans function in patterns.
What about those that not looking at that? They're not even thinking of that. What about those parents?
You see, it's only the parent that can mess up the child. So if the parent is lacking something, they cannot give to. And when you're not aware, when you don't know and you don't know, it's a real dangerous thing.
You told me something a couple of years ago. Over a decade ago. You said children does make your children and whatever, but
a lot of parents like to say that.
But you say that a mind is shapeable.
And I just always say that. I never agree with that. Oh, you make your child, but you don't make the mind statement.
That's
I never agree with that.
A lot of people
excuse.
And I don't want to say if it's a type of people, but a lot of people love to say that.
Yeah, they love to say that.
The people who love to say that is the people who don't like to take accountability for how their children behave.
Yeah, but a mind is shapeable.
Yeah.
No child was born as a racist. No child was born cussing.
But we now establish that with the children in here. What would we now see? What X does always see?
The only thing we have is proof of life because they cry.
Yeah. The
and
intervention.
Then you have to pour into that vessel.
Yeah. We just pour into 2 batches of children here just now.
They will never forget that.
They'll never forget this.
And that's why I asked them in the first instance what you guys thought a radio station was like.
Right.
Because in my time, I thought the man was in the radio.
Yeah.
I actually dismembered the radio,
right,
looking for the person inside of it.
Okay, no, you thought that. X and Stephan, if they tell you how my face was the first time I saw Stanley read the news, I was confused, you know. Because all my years, even as an adult, I thought it was some radio script thing that reads it, you know. I didn't know it was a human being, you know.
You thought it was AI?
Well, look at that.
Like
Stanley does sound like AI.
So
you have that AI finish.
I'm telling you, he's sitting here reading it.
Because you're wondering how it could be so perfect. Yeah.
My journey grong and I confused. I
You know, you said Stanley and
my
he
sons
walking?
about that.
Yeah.
He's like that.
He called your name.
He's like that.
And he walked in.
Yeah.
Guys, we got the news coming up shortly. Stay with us. Definitely. And the lines are open. We're speaking about family structure today. A part of the family structure that seems to be hidden or a little taboo.
Well, it's hidden there, but it's as a result of how we ended up in this crime situation. The same interventions that I've been talking about for the longest while is what makes the difference. How do you really get to those kinds of things? Because we're going about our business, but we're not talking about it. We're not talking about it outside there. And we need to start to talk about these issues because it is one of the precursors to where we are now. We didn't get here just so. We haven't gotten here just so. There's decades of hammering at the wrong things and neglecting the things that we need to talk about in order for us to understand a solution. That is the problem. Where the solutions coming from? Well, we talking about politics, we talking about this one and this ministry and wherever, but at the end of the day, those little youths that came in here are the next politicians, the next doctors, the next lawyers, the next nefarious guy, because one of them will end up in some kind of nefarious scenario. How do we correct that from now? That's the issue. So just saying.
1 minute to the top of the hour. Stay with us, TNT. We're going to be right back with so much more.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
Some stories are written in books. Others live in the hearts and memories of a people. One of Tobago's most famous folk legends is that of Gangang Sara, a mysterious African woman said to have flown across the Atlantic and settled in the village of Golden Lane. According to the legend, she possessed the power of flight, but after living in Tobago and eating salt, she lost her ability to return home. Her story has been passed down through generations and remains one of the island's most treasured pieces of folklore. During the Tobago Heritage Festival, visitors gather in Golden Lane to hear the tale brought to life through storytelling and cultural presentations. It is a reminder that heritage is not only found in historical records, but also in the stories people share from one generation to the next. This is Tobago's oral tradition at its finest, and in 2026, Tobago invites you to hear it for yourself.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story. From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
The Tobago Heritage Festival is much more than a series of cultural shows. It is Tobago's largest annual celebration of history, traditions, and community spirit. Created in the mid-1980s to preserve the island's unique customs, the festival brings Tobago's past to life through music, dance, storytelling, food, and folklore. Unlike many festivals that take place in one location, the Tobago Heritage Festival spreads across villages throughout the island. Each community proudly presents its own traditions, giving visitors an authentic look at Tobagonian life and culture. This year's festival runs from July 16th to August 1st, 2026, celebrating the importance of community, togetherness, and cultural identity. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026, keeping Tobago's rich heritage alive for future generations.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story.
make me ready. So I had to find a way.
what you're hoping. In the end, know what open. See it in slow motion, 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 motion. Baby, tell me what you're hoping. See you bust wide open. Move it in slow motion, 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 motion.
Only you, way they make me work all night. If I now your love, I need them one more time. Every night I day, I did tell true lies. Touching on your body, making you feel right. Hold you back and make you drop the draws, alright. Make I tell you things, we go bust your mind. That's the rhythm trouble, baby, bust so wild. Make I give you things that make you go all night.
Only you, make me work all night. Feeling about your love and I need one more time. Every night and day, I did tell true lies. Touching on your body, making you feel. She just wanna go dancing. Baby, tell me what you're hoping. In the end, know what open. See it in slow motion, 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 motion. Baby, tell me what you're hoping. See you bust wide open. Move it in slow motion, 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 motion. See, I was really upset, but I got lost in love today. You was coming me ready, so I had to find a way. Even when I'm sad, you let me up on the occasion.
Alright, people, we're back inside, and this is Off the Record, brought to you until 12 noon today, yeah? And I want to say happy birthday to the old Pelfer. To the old Pelfer, yeah. Tell us well birthday, Mr. Victor St. Louis. That's my buddy for years and years. Only his customer sometime.
but you know, I like that about him.
Yeah, I love that
Because
about him.
Even if you know Pelf,
No, I've never
met
had the privilege
Yeah,
of
maybe
meeting
12
him.
but you get a real chat when you meet him.
Yeah.
Don't get no hurry. That's all
No,
it is.
I like the small talk thing.
When he done give you a cussing,
Yeah.
for something you do
Yeah.
or something you
They
didn't
didn't
do,
yeah,
something you didn't do,
Yeah.
you could have a beverage after.
As normal.
As normal.
As
because
normal.
he
And
done-
that's why I respect him
He
for
don't
it.
deal with what
Yeah.
all they had an issue for.
Yeah.
And I love people like that. But
Yeah.
you have some people
You
they
really,
get vexed.
really-
They like to
They
toot.
don't say anything to you, and then they start
They-
recruiting
yeah.
other people
To not like you.
to not like you.
Yeah.
Not Pelf.
My
Yeah.
story of my life.
He done talk about that. He did that in one corner.
But is
not-
he somebody that is...
No.
But
Oh,
Pelf,
okay.
Pelf is actually
He has
dabbling in comedy as we speak.
he has crafted out a persona for himself till he is called his sobriquet is Pelf, right? And while in conversation he's used the words Pelfer or Pelfer.
calls everyone Pelf.
Yeah, it calls everyone Pelf. So everybody know who he is, kind of
okay
thing.
then.
Yeah, real character. But happy birthday to my brethren. You know what I mean? He was a whole soldier, a whole postman out foreign, and he's back and forth between foreign and thing. Right? So today's his
Okay.
birthday, so happy birthday to you, my brother. And I feel off that topic.
You off the topic, we gotta find nobody in calling, but what's going on? They're afraid to call her.
Nah, off that topic. I want people to think about that. Me and Stephan will get into that at another time. But I just want to go back to...
Because somebody say we need to stop playing the blame game in chat. As parents, you have a role in guiding children, but the sad story is some parents just busy and sit with the kids.
I wonder if
too
anybody
busy
ever
sit with
tried
the
to
kids
make
and
a
teach.
parent handbook.
It have plenty. It have plenty.
If anybody ever tried to make a parent handbook.
It have.
From birth to 18.
Yeah, I wonder. I can't remember anybody having a real succinct depiction of a parent handbook as to what you should do and what you should do. Because like every day out there, you just learn something new.
Lines are open. Hello, welcome.
Hello, good day.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Morning.
Very, very, very good topic whenever you bring it up.
Yeah.
The first time I was introduced to that gentleman there to your left, which is my right, he said something that always stood out to me, and I said, this guy, we need this guy on just any radio, this radio station. And I'm glad it happened. He said to become a parent, you two have to become what you say there, Obi?
Yeah,
also a child.
When you become a parent, you get to be a child a second time.
Well, okay, you come to be a child second time. Let's paraphrase there. Yeah.
Because you
So
have to
always
learn
see
everything
things.
over again. You have to learn A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. You have to learn everything over again to teach your child. So you become a child again.
Yeah, exactly. And see through the eyes of a child.
Yeah.
But I have also a saying here, I should patent, but I give you guys the opportunity to go ahead and plagiarize it. You can. No, it won't be plagiarism. But the child is a product of the home, and the home is a reflection of our society. What do you think of that?
Well, it would have some exception, but generally, yes. But it
Yeah,
would have-
generally, yeah.
But it would
Yeah.
have some
And
exceptions.
I'm not saying all, it's not a general thing. No, it's not a general thing. But if we look at how...
What about a child who has nothing? I grew up in an area where it have children, and I have about 4 examples wrong by me, right? That I sure about, that I actually got to see come up from little children till they are adults now. And they have not had good parenting from the time they're born. Till they were on the streets from early o'clock, learning all the nefarious activities on the streets. They learn everything. Just because we have a good how to put it, community is why they turned out pretty okay. They're not the best, but they turned out pretty okay as adults, because we remember the saying that a community brings up a child kind of thing. Right. In this
today's world, I will disagree with that. This nonsense about it takes a village to raise a child. And I know as I said before, I know every village has a village idiot. But what if you live in a village where everybody's idiots? You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately...
Well, kind of.
No, I'm not this is your thing.
You see, in my real experience, not what talking experience, I'm talking about my real experience. I know 4 different families that have children that had to fend for themselves from about 5 years. Literally I talk about everything from eating to going to school sporadically to getting advice from a neighbor. Everything in their life was just a disaster for them. And they turned out pretty okay now as adults. Right?
Well, all of us, and I'm not too sure about the 4th gentleman in there, but I'm sure he is too.
Well,
I mean,
4 gentlemen
listen
and
to
1
you guys. All of us came out from the ghetto. All of us. You don't put me as a red man. I know you picture me as that, a red man from Woodbrook or Cascade. But no. And look how we turned out. I mean, yes, we may have done stupid things if we did, and we had our scrapes, right? So it all depends. But most of the time, now you mentioned something there. You could go ask the neighbor for advice. But the neighbor you're going to ask for advice, having a 4th child at 19, you know what I'm saying? I mean, and that kind of thing. But as I say, don't judge people. But anyway, I locked out on a listening. I didn't want to go down the rabbit hole. I wanted to just give a quick viewpoint on the issue with, well, they say it's wiretapping, but listen, wiretapping is something that is when we had phone line. Now is digital audio, interaction.
Our wiretapping without a warrant is around now. When we don't have access to our rights, so it is freely done. It can be done, and they have taken the loophole to make it happen. It is what it is.
X, before I didn't want to go down a rabbit hole or change the topic here, but if you don't mind, bear with me a second here, okay? Here's my concern about this. When Baka and them prior to July 27th, right? Listen, surveillance was done electronically and otherwise, okay? When 2 of Baka's guys were arrested in Florida, right? And they used electronic surveillance, whatever. Okay? But guess what? The difference, when you just take that alone and go to court with that, the Fed's case could get torn apart, just like how some of the idiots and them out here saying about, they're just people talking about. Bear with me, I'll be finished quickly. But what I'm saying though, is that normally with an operation like this, right, when you have audio and recordings or whatever, right? Like if I say I want to bust OB head, I want to use a certain type of bottle, right? Then you tell me, hey, I have the right bottle for you. And you give me, whatever. I don't want to call a certain brand because they do advertise on the show. But I say, yeah, that will work great, right? Well, guess what? Although you have me recorded saying that, right? No, the next step, actually, you will get a Fed to be the person who will give you the bottle or sell you the bottle or sell you the weapon, as the case may be, or while in the process of undertaking it. So then when you go to court, not only do you have, remember you guys say, every story have a beginning, middle, and end, right?
Right.
So therefore, when you go to court, not only you have the backup, not only you have the actual arrest being taken, and I mean, what can you say? You're actually going there to get the weapon, whether it's weapons of mass destruction, whether it's guns, whatever, right? But then you have the audio intercepts and so on. So I'm kind of thinking if the intelligence agencies outside of Trinidad and Tobago shaking their head and saying, what the heck is it? We give you guys the tools and we sure. I don't know if somebody jumped the gun or what, but I'm kind of concerned about this. Right. You see what I'm saying? You guys read me? So that's where I'm concerned. And that's why we seem to have a lack of confidence in the competence of not all, but a lot of the individuals, not only in our police service, but other law enforcement agencies and intelligence agencies and so on, is Trinidad, boy. Why? Anyway, that's my 2 cents state. Anyway, I will talk to you guys later. Good show. Cheers.
It is very ironic that we have tape like this being leaked. It was supposed to conjure up a certain type of emotion, and it did the exact opposite.
Yeah.
It did the exact opposite.
The person leak it, but it's it work.
It
was supposed to
as designed.
Yeah.
It was supposed to.
That was leaked by design, though.
Yes.
Yeah, and that is why I said I didn't want to actually say it, but I felt like it came out thing. That is why I didn't even want to go with it.
Yeah.
Right. But let me go back to what we was on. So I owe you an apology, my good sir, because you are absolutely correct. My lady here on the phone, she has corrected me, and she told me I owe you an apology. So yes, there isn't a single universal parenting manual, but there are many well-respected parenting guides based on decades of child development and research. Some of the most influential includes The Whole Brain Child, explains how a child brain is developed, and offers practical parenting strategies, how to talk so kids will learn, listen, and understand, so kids will talk, focuses on communication, discipline, and conflict resolution. Positive discipline teaches firm but respectful discipline without relying on punishment. And then we have one called The Explosive Child, which helps parents work with children who struggles.
Hello, good day.
Yeah, gentlemen, morning.
Good day.
Morning.
Yeah, my opinion is this. I was born in the late 70s, grew up in the 80s. And a stepfather from back then, a stepfather now is two totally different creatures.
See what I mean?
Because
Why are you saying that?
I grew up with some children around that time. And they grew up in houses, and father is only when the man dead, then we get to find out that was the stepfather. Because the way they treated them children growing up.
You couldn't tell that was a stepfather. He was such a good father, that is what he's saying.
Exactly. And you know, it's only when the van passing to announce the death of so, then we get to find out, but wait, that was never this person's father, that was the stepfather, right? But on the flip side of things now,
but in terms of saying that a stepfather then is not a stepfather now, I would sort of disagree with that. But
no, what I'm saying, I say it's not a stepfather. What I'm saying is only then we get to find out that was the stepfather. We didn't know that was the real father. But on the flip side of things,
that varies between urban and rural, eh?
But relative of mine met
because a
woman with
stepfather in the
3-year-old
country
child.
is different from a stepfather in the urban, eh?
True. No, but
In a different
relative of mine,
flex.
a relative of mine met a woman with a 3-year-old child. Raise that child, work hard, send that child to school. Just for that child to be a professional now, to look at my relative and say, you're not my father. And the real father is a man child living somewhere down the road that can't mind himself up to now.
Well,
that is a reality.
that's what it
Sometimes
is.
I may not have face, but when that child was growing up throughout, that was my relative.
Well, I want to bring okay, thanks a lot. I just want to bring a scenario to the public, right? Now, your child is about 19, 20, and your child decides they're going to get married, and the stepfather is the one who footing the bill for everything.
Stephan, bring this scenario.
Well, we brought up this scenario already, but I'm going to bring it up again, right? And in that scenario, the stepfather is funding everything, and you come home one day and say, "Oh, what's going on? I really kind of connect with my father, with my real father, and he was a deadbeat because he ain't taking care of the child.
Yeah, he do
whatever.
nothing.
He ain't really step up to your responsibilities, but he and the child make back up in some way. She might be forgive him or whatever, and go on and tell the stepfather that hey, what's going on? To walk me down the aisle, I want my real father to walk me down the aisle, right? After I done spending all my money, all my love, all my time, I just pick you up from school, carry you to extracurricular activities.
What is the
and
mother
whatever.
saying this?
Well, that's what I'm saying. The mother is supporting the help, the connection between her daughter and her real father. The mother is more or less supporting it. What would you do? Would you just come and sort of pull out plugs like you're going mad? Sort of pull out plug, no catering, no venue, no...
Pull out Snipes DJ equipment.
Let's pull out everything. Let's
Snipes,
go
you're not
let's
DJ,
go around
I pay
Snipes
for you to come.
and let's pulling out plug. Let's pulling out plug all over. Pull out the caterers. Pull out the... And say, oh, good, I don't want no part of this. What would you do? Is a straight... I hear in different scenarios from different people.
I will let
different people deal with different emotional hurt.
Right, differently, right.
You understand? So
that's what I'm hearing from people.
There's
basically.
no specific reaction.
Right.
Because reactions depend on your upbringing, your teachings, your culture,
and your maturity.
Right.
Your maturity. Well, all that is part of your of
your upbringing, yeah.
Of your upbringing. You understand what I'm saying? So there's no specific reaction. Some people may walk away, some people may explode.
I will explode, but
where we have a problem is when any individual decides that you should not react the way you reacted.
Yeah.
Well,
if you try to tell me I overreacted, I go. But I being honest with you, I am not mature enough to. I will rip all this stuff. The wedding will still happen, but I'm not. I can guarantee you, it has no future after that. Not even for me,
you're
the
not
mother.
wrong. I'm not even judging you for that because your upbringing, at some point, your pain, your hurt, your achievements would have shaped you into the person to react like that.
Yeah, it's no relationship, no nothing after that.
I have a problem with when people decide that you should not react a particular way. As well as there's the other side of it. Some people says that with wisdom and maturity, you should understand how to behave where. You understand? So
and
the
that's
whole
it.
culture thing as well.
I'll behave
if
there.
you're 35 and that scenario was brought to you, and if you're 55 when that scenario is brought to you,
you different.
No, but I might act the same way. I don't know about anybody else.
You can't say that. You can't say that because you're not yet 55.
Yeah, but
so you don't know how we think at our age.
Okay, but here what I telling you, Snipes, right?
Snipes was then, and
no, but Snipes,
different.
I am telling you, in this scenario, in this case, I would be this person at 20 years old, 30 years old, and 50 years old.
Nah,
and I'm telling you, you're wrong.
I'm telling you, you're wrong. We telling you, you're wrong.
I that wouldn't fly with me.
I'm telling you,
Well,
you're
it's
wrong.
the same.
My
it's the
my
same
moral
thing.
compass different.
It's
That
the
will
same
not fly with
scenario
me.
I drew with the officer in the army that was talking to 4 50-year-olds, right?
Yeah.
And he trying to tell me that
That ain't gonna fly with me.
he meet his soulmate and he better. Are we telling them soul that slow your roll?
How many times
You're
were you,
moving too
how many
fast.
times were you in love? Just a
Hmm?
random.
Yeah, how many
random
times were you in
number,
love?
yeah.
Yeah.
How many times were you in love?
Twice.
What did you change
What did I change
after the first failure?
after the first failure? Being honest, nothing really, you know, and I think that is where I feel. I think that is where I feel the second time.
So going forward, are you going to change anything?
I don't think I need to change anything because I'm not looking anymore.
You're not,
So that, I think that is the
So
change.
what about,
The changes
what
are
about
not
if it
looking
finds
anymore.
you then? What about if it finds you?
If it finds me, I don't think I had to change anything because I don't think I was the problem.
So
But you don't think it was a
you're
problem.
a person, you're a person that would do the same thing over and over and expect a different result?
In this scenario, yes. Because I don't think I was the problem.
Well, then I have to stop questioning you.
Yeah.
Because you just admit that you're a person that will do the same thing
In
over
this
and
scenario,
over.
in this scenario, that is why I'm saying I don't think the way how I just process certain things. To me,
But
that would be a really big
never-
betrayal to
that
me.
I think you're being malicious because you're a gamer. And a gamer is a critical thinker.
Yes.
You see from a perspective that the average man can't.
Does not see right.
This is me looking at you. I don't know you from nowhere. Right? So for you to say that to me, I think you're not being honest.
Nah, it has certain things are real hardwired with, and you see like building a bond. And let me tell you why I'm saying this. I kind of in this scenario that you're
Very
talking about.
interested,
No. I'm kind of in this scenario you're talking about right now, and I can
Don't
tell you,
divulge too much,
yeah, and I can tell you. You see, if you a stepfather role is something I just take real passionately, bro. And when I see, because I know it is to not grow up with parents to that point.
Yeah, but
So-
you were never a stepfather.
Hold on. Yes, I was. And the thing I'm trying to tell you is this. It depends on how long you raise this child. There are variables.
17 years you raised this child for.
So
17
that's
years.
what I'm saying. Snipes, I am telling you, 17 years.
And the father nowhere wrong. No way.
Nowhere wrong. And you just show up. My moral and ethical compass, I will let the wedding happen. I will never destroy that. But I will not be the same after that. To say that we will have a future.
So you gonna spend your money on a 17-year-old ungrateful girl.
I wouldn't call her ungrateful.
Why would call her? Why would call her?
let
If the father ain't doing that for 17 years,
okay,
and I fit in the bill, I grow you up, I carrying it to practice, I dropping it to school, I picking you up from school, I seen about your dinner, I tucking you in on your bed at
You
night.
won't say it, but you might feel it.
Right?
But
And
you
you
won't
trying
say
to tell me at 17 years, you and your real father hook up. When he was denying you all the time, all the years before you went college, and before you come with anything where all that time he ain't doing nothing.
You know what's the thing about this? You're both right, you know.
Well, this is what I'm saying. We both right.
Both are
But
right.
how you react, you can't hold some. There's no parenting manual. I keep saying that.
Yeah.
And that is where the problem comes in because for me, my money not going in that.
Somebody say White Snipes don't know me like you know him. No, because you remember, they are older and wiser than me and I have to learn. So his Snipes does have a good point. It's just that they have certain things are no-fly zones.
How we used to think back in the day, like two of us, for instance.
So who knows?
How
Maybe you all
we
might
would
be
think
right.
back
I
in the
might
day.
process this
We not
differently
thinking so at
in a
54 and
couple-
55
at
years
54
old.
and 55. But I'm just saying, to me personally, I would be so heartbroken. I will carry me in this space anymore. I'll have to leave this space.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Yeah.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Yeah. I wouldn't see it as she's I wouldn't see it as she's disgraceful.
yeah.
I wouldn't see it as that. I would see it as she I would more look at it as she doesn't, it's like all the work I did, she didn't learn anything. So that would make me feel
That's
real
an amazing
empty.
spin. But with emotions, I mean, for example, emotion of love for a parent, things come out. Even emotional love for a wife or a husband.
Yeah.
And what will come out is I will leave.
People do strange things when it comes to love, and we must put the factor of love and that wanting for something you never had.
And it just pop up like toast. Like that.
Yeah, and it just pop up and you're saying, but why he didn't want me all the time?
But this was saying for 17 years he didn't want me.
But look, you're saying that.
Yeah, this is the
and you went university to so you're supposed to be able to discern what makes sense and what doesn't make sense.
This is the child wanting to say.
Break me.
This is the child wanting to say he didn't want me all the time. He show up now. Let me see if I could get
some kind of understanding with him.
Understanding or some kind of memory, or give something back to him to show him just how much of a nice child I was.
I would be confused. I'd be extremely hurt. I wouldn't be angry because I still genuinely believe in parenting. So I will not take away that is your biological dad.
Pulling out all the plugs. All the plugs.
So that's what I'm saying.
And let your real father spend your money.
Right.
Nothing wrong with that.
Gentlemen, we do fabric. And when we come back, we open the phone lines.
I'm pulling out all the plugs.
He's a wicked man.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
Some stories are written in books. Others live in the hearts and memories of a people. One of Tobago's most famous folk legends is that of Gangang Sara, a mysterious African woman said to have flown across the Atlantic and settled in the village of Golden Lane. According to the legend, she possessed the power of flight, but after living in Tobago and eating salt, she lost her ability to return home. Her story has been passed down through generations and remains one of the island's most treasured pieces of folklore. During the Tobago Heritage Festival, visitors gather in Golden Lane to hear the tale brought to life through storytelling and cultural presentations. It is a reminder that heritage is not only found in historical records, but also in the stories people share from one generation to the next. This is Tobago's oral tradition at its finest, and in 2026, Tobago invites you to hear it for yourself.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story. From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
The Tobago Heritage Festival is much more than a series of cultural shows. It is Tobago's largest annual celebration of history, traditions, and community spirit. Created in the mid-1980s to preserve the island's unique customs, the festival brings Tobago's past to life through music, dance, storytelling, food, and folklore. Unlike many festivals that take place in one location, the Tobago Heritage Festival spreads across villages throughout the island. Each community proudly presents its own traditions, giving visitors an authentic look at Tobagonian life and culture. This year's festival runs from July 16th to August 1st, 2026, celebrating the important...
We have cricket going on free to air, and we are online, so it is podcasted, so you can... But all they get me vex, are pulling out all the plugs. I'm not going through that. For 17 years... I minding you. I have been doing everything just like a normal child.
I think some of your callers may not agree with you, you know.
All right, but we'll see.
I think some of your callers might find you small-minded.
Yeah. And petty. Yeah.
You're a big man.
I'm going to pull out all my plugs. All.
Sure, boy?
I'm taking back my the apartment I'm paying for.
I want to rethink this.
No, I'm not rethinking that. I'm going down.
I'm going to open the phone lines.
Yeah, I have no problem with that. Open up the phone lines.
They will rip you apart.
I have no problem with that. I have no problem with that.
I see why he and Stephan is friends, because Stephan was the exact same way. Stephan said he pulling out all the plugs.
No, I pulling out all the plugs. And the apartment I'm renting for you, I'm pulling out that. The car, that getting it from university to home are pulling out that. All the catering are pulling out that. I tell you, I'm pulling out every single dollar I put in.
He look like he gonna mash up the wedding cake.
Why I must mind you from 17 years as a stepfather. Do everything that a father does with a daughter. Right up to the point where you're going to a wedding, you're going to marry, the most significant day of your life. And you want your father to walk you down the aisle and I must sit down in the audience and watch that?
Alright, so let me
I
ask this. Because he said that, it forced me to ask a critical question or some critical questions. You're a parent.
Right, yes.
What about you, Obi? Are you a parent? We have some young ones passing.
Yeah.
Camp is on, people, so if you hear some children screaming in the background, they're passing down the hall.
Yes, I have beautiful twin boys.
Twin boys. So you're lucky. I'm a parent. And I never asked myself this question. When you first held that baby in the hospital or nursing home, you would have go into father mode one time, which is providing mode.
Right.
Have you ever asked yourself, what is the end game? What do I want from this? What really it is to be a father? Because there's an end game. After you invest, if you have a business, anything that you invest in, there's an end game. What is the end game that you want from your child?
I want to see them do well.
Which means that if you invest into a stepchild, there's also an end game.
Right.
What is the end game
I want to see them do well. But I want my pips. Because
the fulfillment, right?
Yes. Because I know he didn't get big so.
Just so.
He didn't get big one that bag follow the sky. It didn't happen just like that. It happened where I put the effort, my whole effort and my whole heart into this child going along. Right?
So I'll take Obi after the call. Alright? Hello, welcome.
Hello, good day.
Hello.
Hello, good day.
Hello, good morning.
Morning.
I agree with you. I'm pulling out everything.
I can't believe what
I'm pulling it and I'm dragging it out because she's too ungrateful.
Yeah, she's too ungrateful. She's too ungrateful.
I'm not surprised by the answer.
That is the call after this one and cost $3.
I'm not surprised after the answer.
What? Go ahead.
I doing that. I agree with X and Stephan.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
All right. Okay.
Now, see the next call, X. The next caller will rip apart you.
All right. Well, let's see.
More people would agree with that.
Let's see.
More people would agree to do that.
Let's see.
Hello, welcome.
Hello.
Yeah, X. Will be still on that moral high ground thing that if he was in that position, he will still foot the wedding bill. I mean, he ain't convinced yet.
Who's that?
What happened? Well, the example you give, where the ungrateful little wrench, right? After everything you do, right? And you bring up that child and everything, and you take care of you and your only father she knew. You're no good father, nowhere wrong. That piece of work. And all of a sudden, you want to walk down the aisle on my money?
Are you going to pull out the plug as well?
I mean,
most people would mash up everything.
X. Be saying about, well, you know, if you love the child, what's love got to do with it? Or what?
No. I think you're all in a game point.
Even the lady said that she's a woman.
Even she said she's pulling out everything.
All right, cool. Thanks. Yeah, man. Pull out the plug.
I'm almost
most people would say they would mash it up. Most people would.
If you watch a little child from little baby 5 years and you mind that child till he's 17 or 18, right? Till they went to school, college, you pay for this college and all, right? You pay for everything. You did all your symbiotic pieces with the child. You're born with the child. You watch a movie on a Sunday, wherever. And you come to tell me at 17, you going and go walk down the aisle with your father, your real father, who didn't want you in the first place, who tell the mother she don't want to part, wherever, and come into that picture? Nah, boy.
I want to get your view on
your
end game. end game? What does a father really want at the end?
Okay, let me tell you why, right? Because
for some fathers,
you're touching 21. Some points here that we can get Terry boy, Snipes boy. But here we're going on, right? Here what I understand. I just tell people, when you hear me use the term being a parent, you get to be a child all over again. I didn't have that opportunity. So I believe that you never stop being a parent even when you die. Because when your child goes to do something wrong, they might study, Snipes might now want me to do this when he is alive. And that might stop him from doing wrong, and that time you in heaven. You're still parenting. Because of that, I believe that a parent's role is to love and keep that child happy no matter the cost. That is why now that my sons are pushing into the space of adulthood, I am having a hard time being able to let go of understanding that they are capable to do certain things on their own now and they don't need me. So because of that, if I am standing in a wedding, whether it be my son or my daughter, or better yet, my stepchild, that I would have raised from small, knowing that I want nothing but the best for the child because I love the child, that wedding day would be one of the most important things in that child's life.
Right.
If they choose to add, to complete that factor, their father who was a nobody that just showed up, but it is important to them to balance out whatever skill that they think needs to balance. My love for that child and wanting that child to be happy would take precedence. So I will not destroy her wedding. What happens after the wedding is none of my concern. If they don't stay together...
We're talking about money here. Not feeling. We're talking about money here.
This is the point.
Money we're talking about. So you're going to spend that money?
Hold on. The money don't spend. Because when you destroy everything, when you destroy the food, the money coming back in your hand?
No, get back money.
Refunding it?
Yes.
How the caterer refunding
yes. You refund your portion. Refund your portion.
Snipes the DJ don't come and you don't play half of your session to start the wedding. You gave me back that money I gave you?
No, not then. Not so far down. I say I pull out all the plugs.
Hold on. Right.
All the plugs.
All you do, you taking off the current, but you ain't stop nothing. So all the decorations and everything.
Well, them can get married, it doesn't matter to me. You think it'll be with my money.
All the but you don't spend for it. So if I rip down all the decorations and everything like that, it already paid for, so I done lost the money. So in the end, my moral compass, let that child be happy for that special day of their life. And after the event is done, after I enjoy the event, I will look at the child and their mother and I'll say, listen,
you have to be miserable like
this was important. Yes, because you're a rebel.
Yeah,
so I would say this was very important to me. I raised you as my own. This was very important to me, just as it was important to you. But based on what you did here, I cannot forgive you for it. I am going to move on. And your mother relationship with me comes to an end, and your relationship comes to an end.
So mommy getting kicked out?
Yes, because mommy sided with it.
Alright, so...
And that is just how, that is me. That is me.
It is what it is, right?
So someone is saying here, the goal should not be making her choose sides.
Yeah.
A strong relationship should allow for conversations and the compromise, like both fathers being part of the moment. Love means honoring her feelings while also recognizing that the person who was there, while also recognizing the person who was there for her.
I say I pull out all the plugs. All the plugs.
All I have to say. All I have to say.
But you don't find that's hateful, X?
All I have to say. Hold on.
I find it hateful, yes. And what?
All I have to say is this. To Merle Frederick, who raised me over the phone, who is in heaven now, which is my mother.
And to my adopted parents, all you talking, right?
Adopted parents, Claudette and Dalton Bruce, I want you all to know you did an amazing job with me because I'm not like X.
Right, because you all call me all kind of thing. That's what call me collect. Right? But I said that I went through scenarios such as this because I have raised my stepson. He is 9. I met him at 9 years, right?
10 to 8. 9 is 10.
8, 9, somewhere around there, right? And I grew him up till he was 22. Right? That's a lot of years, right?
Yeah.
And I have done many things with him over the years, whatever the case may be. And he decide, he come and he tell him money, go and get married, wherever. And his father's in the picture. His father does still do things for him once in a while, wherever the case may be. And if his father decided he want to sponsor the wedding and thing, I can't vex for that. You know what I mean? But I put money towards his wedding, right? And I don't see nothing wrong with that. And he didn't have anything about his father. His best man was his soldier friend, wherever.
Do you know that we have someone else on the chat?
The chat is agreeing with me.
On the WhatsApp saying, agreed, pull the plug for a number.
Yes, pull the plug.
Oh.
Pull the plug.
The chat, but the chat agreeing with me. People in the chat agreeing with me.
What
But
they
let me tell you something,
say?
The chat is saying that I agree with Obi. Somebody is saying, but the conversation should be held before the wedding. Take it or leave it. They in agreement with Obi. So, but let me tell you something, Oh, the reason why I started to laugh
That
just
your
now.
chat or
No, this is YouTube chat.
Oh, YouTube chat.
Right? My chat now. So, but let me tell you why this is really funny, Snipes, right? And this is why I was laughing just now when he was saying what he was saying. So let me just say, Snipes and his daughter and them decide they want to have an adrenaline junkie wedding. The girl is an adrenaline junkie. She said, "Daddy, stepdaddy, Snipes, here we're going on X. We getting married." But me and my father want to hand me off. Not walk me down the aisle, hand me off. What's with the direction I'm going with? So the adrenaline junkie wedding is she getting married skydiving. You know somebody parachute getting cut.
Well, yeah.
I know somebody air landing safe.
I will not.
Because X will cut.
I will not.
X. He said, I pay for the plane. I pay for the parachute. And you choose it. Somebody hitting the ground real hard.
I will not involve myself in any. This is a state of emergency.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Hello, buddy.
Boy, you make me feel like a friendship. Listen up. When you put X in that situation, that includes me too, right? Listen to me. Put your other walk down the aisle as well. Make sure I'm on the right side because you know everything right. Right? And he on the left. Right? So make sure I'm on the right side. Is that okay? Is that a compromise? Can she walk down with both of us? People have done that before.
Yeah, well, she could do that, but anytime she come and tell me she wants your father alone to walk, I'm pulling the plug on everything.
Nah. I insist you walk down with the both of us. Or guess what? Walk down with your father to City Hall. You can marry down there.
Brutal, why these men brutal? Listen.
We real.
I was asking, what is the end game? Because a lot of times, we see our children as an investment.
Yeah.
Well, yes, yeah.
And if you really think about it, it's one of the biggest investments you will ever make in your life.
Yeah.
You invest.
A lot of my son's girlfriends not gonna like me.
And you invest your money. And most importantly, your time. The time to teach them things and to
my son's girlfriend's not gonna like me.
And that's why a parent feels like if the only reward they get
is my child doing
well and showing me I am thankful for what you did to me.
And I am telling you that.
For you to say you're pulling the plug, it means that
you're not thankful.
Yeah, it means that I don't care about what you did. I don't care about your time.
Disappointment extreme.
Yes,
you understand?
yes.
And that's why I say you're both right.
I'm gonna pull the plug.
My sons
will react differently because of how they were brought up.
My sons wouldn't want to disappoint me because, like I said, I never had to cut
You don't know what they would do.
I never.
You don't know what they would do.
When I tell them to disappoint
yes,
me,
but you don't know what they will do.
They wouldn't want to disappoint me, but it could happen.
Well, it could happen very easily.
I'm just saying this, and I'm saying this now. I know my son's girlfriend's not gonna like me because I am going to be kind of a real weird parent when it comes to that.
It was a little difficult for my dad to accept the fact that I didn't want to be a police officer.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Because he was a police officer. So.
You know what I'm saying? It was hard for them. I come on family a police.
Right.
So it was a little difficult. And when I said what I wanted to be,
it
was
you want to be a disc jockey?
That is not a real job.
Yeah.
Because no one saw this.
as a real job. You know, I just get a lot of licks for that, right? For choosing to be a streamer and
literally a daddy
because
child, like.
people say it's not a real job. They don't know how much I earn, but it's not a real job. And that's just because they want you to follow in their footsteps, you know. And that is why I just try to let my son, y'all make your choice. But I am not going to destroy a wedding. You are diabolical.
Me in business? Actually, you can call me all kind of thing, but don't call me collect. You can call me all kind of thing.
Say pulling the plug, and we have people calling in.
Pulling the plug.
People messaging.
You feel like going through that?
I could see X. I could see X after he pulled the plug, sit on eating the whole top of the cake, so. And say, yeah.
You think you want no cake? I busted the throat from early. So me spending no money. All I paid is down payments.
Okay, so in other words, the wedding not taking off at all. You stopping it before it reached there.
Long time.
Okay,
long before it reached there.
Then. Okay.
Long before it reached there. I'm not going on and spend no money.
This is where we get ready to wrap it up.
Yeah.
So.
Even the list of minds have a genius of expressing the obvious. Stop walking on the tongue with the blinkers on as you just mirroring to our post. Have a good day, TNT.
Yeah,
Pay attention and mind your business.
Yep. Make a better version of yourself, Trinidad and Tobago every day. Stay good.